It's 8 o'clock in the UK, and that means it's time for Mei Leaf Sessions number 6. Hello, hello, hello. Coming at you live from London town. This is our monthly tea gathering get together with our favorite people in the world, you guys out there, you tea heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having amazing Saturday night, or if it's Saturday morning where you are, or perhaps it's Sunday morning. Let us know in the chat room that you're hearing us loud and clear so that we can get on with the show. Sorry we missed January. We were away and it was a little bit of a break for us, but we are so happy and we are pumped to be back with you for Mei Leaf Sessions number 6.
That's right.
Say hello.
Hello, I'm very excited about this one. We've got some very interesting teas.
And we've got some interesting games to play later as well.
We've actually been playing with it quite a lot. Even though we're not winning anything, it's quite fun to just see where you're going to be.
Exactly. So the chat room is going nuts. Let's just show the chat room to everyone here. Chat room's going nuts. Hello, hello, hello. Let's give some shout outs. I'm a Phantom fan, Anna. Nice to see you.
Nice one.
Kev Notewright, Jennifer, Azoran, Sarah, Ben, Adam, Daniel, Pierre, I am Tam, Femke, Black Flame. You know the score. Let us know what you're drinking. Let us know where you're drinking from, and we can give you some shout outs. It would be nice to know what you're drinking. Hello. Hello.
They're streaming again, yes. He's out for sure.
Mishkin's gone. He might come back. He might come back. So you hearing us loud and clear? Everything good? I hope that you can hear us well, and we are going to let you know what's happening on the show. So Temple Goddess, nice to see you. Terre de Guijo, nice to see you. Excellent teas. Veronica from Leeds. Wes, nice to see you, man. How you doing out there? Miranda, Melissa, Miyako. Lots and lots of people. The chat room is going nuts. We'll just do a quick check. We got 227 people already watching us. Bam! You guys are slamming it. Well done, well done, well done for joining us live.
So many tea heads.
You know the score. There's going to be some fun. There's going to be some giveaways. And we certainly are going to be talking a lot of nonsense.
Of course.
That's the way we roll.
That's not fun without the nonsense.
You gotta have the nonsense.
You know?
Without the nonsense, you are nothing. Okay, right, so what we've got in store, I'll just quickly give you a little rundown of what we got in store, and I'm gonna try not to stare too much at my screen, so eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Okay, here we go. So what we've got in store coming up on this next 2.5 hours, we'll see how things go. You know, we keep it relatively loose. We've got news coming up. I'm going to give you some news from Mei Leaf HQ. So some just things that are happening, what's been going on with us. So we're going to give you that. We're going to launch a Twitter poll, which I will actually launch now before I forget. So there's going to be a Twitter poll. You can see it. And I would like to know which type of tea you would like us to go and film this spring. Because, you know, we're going to do our tea trips very soon. And obviously we're going to be doing some filming you know, we're interested to see what you would like us to film, what tea type you would like to get in depth in, really shine the spotlight on. You know, when we do our tea trips, we like to go deep, deep, deep into it and give you some extra knowledge. So go to the Twitter poll at some point. You don't have to go now. It's up for the whole session, and place your vote, and we can check that out at the end of the show.
We're going to try and cram in as much as we can this year with the filming.
Yeah.
We're just like, okay, what can we do in this amount of time? Let's go for it.
We are busy planning the tea trip. But I thought, you know what? Since we're doing a Mei Leaf Sessions, you guys can have a little vote, and you can see everyone okay. I hope that everything's good. Apparently, Carolyn, there's no sound, but we've got other people listening to us, so it seems like it's probably okay from our end.
Maybe try rebooting the computer.
Yeah, it'll be one of those annoying little settings. Believe me, we've been fiddling around like crazy in the setup to this show.
For sure.
It's been 2 months since we did it, and there's so many little things you need to remember to do. So I know the feeling.
Yeah.
So after the news, we're going to be tasting some tea. We're going to be tasting black tea that we've never tasted before and we have never even smelt. So we're really interested to try that. Then we're going to have an opportunity to do some questions and answers. Thank you to all the people who posted a question on Instagram. We've registered those and we're going to try and get through some of those, and we will be answering some live as well, some live questions. So hold your questions until a bit later. I'll let you know, and then we'll try to answer some questions. And then we're going to be doing our snack and tea pairing, which is kind of interesting. We're really trying this year to move into giving you more information about tasting and pairing with food. So we're going to do experiments live with you, and if you've got the food and the tea that I've posted, then great, you can play along with us.
Join in.
Let's not forget this guy here. We have got tea roulette. So we're going to do some giveaways. Of course we're doing giveaways, and all of the teas are on here. We've got 30 different teas on here. There are some crackers, I have to say.
Yeah.
You've got Gleaming Brow up there, just so you know. There it is, Gleaming Brow. So you have the chance of winning some pretty spectacular teas. So we've got some quizzes and we're going to be doing some giveaways, and then after that we're going to be doing a tasting of some aged white tea, a very special aged white tea. Lots to get on with. We're going to dive in quickly. Just check the chat room. How's everyone going out there? Metallica, hi. Why you thought the live stream was on Instagram? Oh, sorry. No, it's on YouTube. We're not doing live on Instagram just yet. Christian, he's already tea high. Good start. You know, you can balance it out. I'm sure you can ride it through.
Yeah.
And
get more tea high.
We'll be checking the Twitter poll, and yes, the Wheel of Destiny is behind us. Right.
So excited.
Firstly, let's get on with some news. Let you know what's happening. So I'm just going to rattle through it. Actually, can I have a drink? So we were drinking some cold brewed Elder White at the moment. Just that's what we were drinking to get set up.
We had a little walk on Hampstead and decided to bring the bottle, and
we decided to get a bit of there and drink some Elder White. Really nice cold brewed, really nice. Really picks up the floral notes in the tea. Reduces some of the kind of more woody notes, isn't it? It's much more
floral.
Right, so cold brewing, for those who don't know, cold brewing has a very different effect. So the temperature of the water, I'm already getting geeky.
It started.
It's 8 minutes in, I'm already getting geeky. All right, just quickly, temperature of water really is key to which soluble elements get extracted from the tea, right? So if you want to change the balance, the EQ, as I like to say, of the flavor, temperature is your first point of call. Okay, and it's great that we're doing this. There's a great segue. Elder White, which was previously only available in our flight boxes, a small amount is left, and it's available online as packs right now. Same with the other teas that were available on flight only, which was Temple Blossom. Got a small amount of that left, and a small amount of 25-year Tie Guan Yin. The 25-year-old Tie Guan Yin, that's the last batch on Earth, none left. We've got about, I don't know, 500 grams or maybe just under a kilo of that tea.
All I know is we don't even have a pack yet.
Yeah, we have to. We'll go to the warehouse and steal a pack for ourselves because we need some.
Every time.
This is your opportunity. If you want to get hold of some 25-year-old Tie Guan Yin, obviously we'll be looking for more aged Tie Guan Yins, but that one is definitely a winner, and it's the last batch that is on Earth.
Oh my god.
Apart from in your tea head cupboards
it's
out
like
there.
Sacred Owl and Tiger Spirit. All gone. It's all gone.
Yeah, it's all gone. Plus, we have a new batch of the Uji Hikari Matcha.
True.
So the new batch of Uji Hikari Matcha is out. It's delicious. It's spectacular. A being it, what do you think compared to the previous Uji Hikari?
I think it's very close. I think the umami and sweetness is still there, and the creaminess of it is still there. It's just it's slightly more floral, I would say, compared to the last batch.
I think it has a tiny little bit more creaminess as well to it for me.
Possibly.
I don't know. I know it's a Toyomukashi Uji Hikari Matcha.
Really
you may
nice.
want to check that out because we're not going to do a separate video on it. So just to let you know. What else? We do have some pu'er coming.
Yeah.
I will say that. We've been queuing them up a little bit. We've got about, what, we've got
one that I managed to finish the artwork for recently.
We've got 3, I think.
Oh God, that means I've got another 2. Really?
We've got 3 raw pu'ers coming, Cashews.
Yeah.
I
know I have another 2 artworks.
Yeah, so we've definitely got some pu'er coming. Next week we're planning to release the Gong Fu Guru 2 B stock, which is basically means, you know, Gong Fu Guru 2 with tiny little marks and, you know, imperfections that we have decided to do at a slightly reduced rate, so you can keep your eye out for that. What else do we have? Chinese New Year coming up, Year of the Dog.
Oh my God, yeah.
Any dogs out there? Any? How many of you are dogs? Any dogs out there? If you are a dog, then make sure you wear red. That's the superstition, but I abide by that one. So yeah, wear some red throughout the year. Get yourself a little kind of red string or something.
So it's literally when it's your sign.
When it's your root year, yeah.
You have to put red all the time.
Yeah, because according to Chinese superstition or Chinese theory, that year it can be a year of great change and great achievement, but it's also a year that you're very susceptible to accidents. So Athena Nguyen out there, wear some red.
Wear some red.
What up, dog? What up, dog? So yeah, wear some red if you are a dog. And we are going to be having a Chinese New Year celebration in our tea house on the 17th of February. Anybody in the UK Massive, come and represent, come down. We're going to be having tea roulette live.
Of course.
So you've got a chance to get some teas. We're also going to be doing some speeches. There's going to be a lion dance, food.
Yeah.
There's going to be all sorts. It's usually chaos.
Yes,
right?
It's full. It's packed.
It's packed.
But
usually.
It's fun as well. Like everyone gets to meet each other. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Usually by the end of the night, we come back and we collapse.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
True.
I am a tiger. And you are?
A snake.
Snake and tiger. Yeah. So it's a little while before my when is my root year? Anyway, I don't want to think about how old I'm getting. Next.
Switching the combo.
What else? Finally, for those of you who didn't see, I was kindly invited to be a guest on Mixed Mental Arts. So if you haven't listened to that podcast, you may be interested. It's a little bit off topic. It's a little bit it's not exactly what I normally talk about. It's more about Chinese culture and various different things. So if you're interested, check out the Mixed Mental Arts. I will put a link if I remember. I will put a link in the description to this video. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I remember. I'm not going to put it now because I don't want you all rushing off to listen to that. So yeah, check it out if you haven't listened to it. Hi, Katie. Nice to see you.
Oh,
I'm not sure what
Katie.
1997 is, but you can certainly look up Chinese zodiac and you can find out.
It'll pop up.
Yeah, it'll pop up quite quickly. And you might want to check out your, Primal.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Your primal
it's
character as well. Well, I don't know. It's interesting. It's a kind of combo of East and West. It's kind of fun, you know, whatever. It's a fun thing. Hi, Michael. Glad you found us through Mixed Mental Arts. It's nice that there's an avenue through there. Nice to see you. Welcome to our crazy little teahead world. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. Primal Astrology. I'm a honey badger, which I like. Honey badger.
Yeah,
And you're an anaconda?
no, I'm a boa constrictor.
You're a boa constrictor, yeah. So you're a double snake.
I'm a double snake.
Ooh.
Yeah, sneaky.
The double snake. All right, so there you go.
Do you think that's a good thing?
I think it's a good thing. So that's the news. That's what's been happening. Any questions out there? Anything you want to know about what's happening? Then you can hit the chat room now, and we can quickly answer some questions. One thing I wanted to quickly show you because I've forgotten. Yeah, go on.
What's that? It just went back about 5 minutes.
What?
The stream.
I don't know. Is everything okay? Everything all right out there with the stream? Let me know. Hopefully nothing crazy is happening out there. we can't deal with the technical stuff. Yeah, primal astrology if you're interested. Okay, so one thing I quickly wanted to show you, which I haven't, which we haven't spoken about, and I always forget to show you this, is if you go, give me a second guys, to the website, next time you're there, I'll show you the website quickly. Oh, that's not the website. This is the website. So if you go to the website and you go to My Collection, which you all should have a collection, you'll see that there's a little camera button here. If you click that camera button, you can upload your own image. So for all of those people that have manually been putting in their teas into their collection, and you've been getting the pencil drawings, then you can click the button. I don't have any pencil drawings here, but you can click the button and that will allow you to upload the pictures. There you go. So that's a little thing that I keep forgetting, and my IT people keep telling me, you haven't told anybody about it. So IT people, I've done my job. So that's good. All right, so let's get on with some teas.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm getting a bit thirsty. Let me have a bit of elder white.
Yeah.
And then
we're gonna start.
We are going to taste some teas.
What are we starting with again?
We're going to be starting with a bit of a mystery tea now. We had a very we were kindly sent some aged black tea, and there was a little note that came with it. So this is from a tea head out there. Her name is Ma. Well, her Instagram name is Ma. You can look her up. ME_MAR.
Yeah.
Right? And so she sent us very kindly this to try, and it was actually quite a while ago, but we haven't gotten around to tasting it, and we haven't even sniffed it because we're kind of interested to do this live.
Left it.
So an aged black tea. So we're really excited to try this, and I really wanted to find out more information about it.
True.
And so, this is now really pushing the boat out in terms of our technical abilities. We're going to try to Skype her. We're going to try and Skype Ma and talk to her and find out more about this tea. So let's see if this works. So we're going to pull up our Skype and deep breath. Let me just get my microphone. You can see that this is quite technical. I've got to have a separate microphone here. Hopefully you guys are going to hear her from the speakers. Let's see if this works, shall we? Just pull up the chat room again. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Everything all right out there? Okay, everything is good. All right, so here we go. We're going to try and Skype her. It's ringing, that's a good sign. Come on, Ma, pick up.
Yeah.
Hello, you're coming through.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, welcome, Ma. You are live on
Thank you so much.
the YouTube Mei Leaf Sessions. There's a little bit of a delay, but we'll see if we can work with it.
All right.
So, thank you first of all for sending this over. We're really happy to taste this live.
Well, thank you for trying it out.
So, can you tell us where you are?
I'm in the Netherlands.
Ah, okay. I'm going to cover my mic just in case there's some feedback loop. Okay, you're in the Netherlands. Which part of the Netherlands are you?
Right in the centre. I'm in Utrecht.
Oh wow, in Utrecht. Nice. And are you've got an English accent, so are you Dutch or are you?
I'm Dutch, but I lived abroad till I was 13, so I've got a bit of an English accent.
Oh wow, okay. The international accent. That's
Yep.
you can pass as anything. Good.
Colonial accent. I don't know.
So, what are you drinking?
Well, I'm drinking the tea that you're going to drink, so I can drink along.
Oh, nice one. Excellent. So, tell us more about this tea. Where did you get it? How come it's an aged tea? How old is it? Give us the background.
The lowdown.
Yes. As my father was working abroad when I was younger, at some point when I was about 15, so this is 1999, we did a trip in the southern part of India, and we were in the Kerala backwaters, and we visited herb spices farms and a tea factory as well. And I bought a big bag of tea, and I kind of just dumped it in my cupboard at home and forgot all about it till about last year.
Oh, really?
So it's 18 years old, accidentally aged Indian tea.
Okay, so it's South Indian Keralan black tea.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you know anything about it in terms of its variety, varietal, anything like that, or is it a mystery?
Absolutely nothing. It was in an unmarked plastic bag.
And how much did you buy?
It was I think like a big bag of about 500 grams.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you've been leaving this in your cupboard for in an airtight container?
Well, no, until I rediscovered it about a year ago, it's been in the original plastic bag that I bought it in.
Okay. So,
and for the last year, it's been in an airtight container.
Ah, okay, cool. And do you have any advice in terms of brewing for this tea?
Well, I just quickly ran, when I read that you were going to drink it tonight, I quickly ran this afternoon to do a little check how to brew it myself. So I brewed it in my Guy 1 with 4 grams, 100 milliliters boiling water for about 30 seconds.
So boiling water, 4 grams per 100 ml, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And any particular tasting notes that you want to share with us, or are you going to leave it to us to figure it all out?
Well, for me, I'm curious what you'll get out of it, but for me it was the dry leaf, raisins and tobacco.
Ooh, it sounds nice.
A fruity sourness to the wet leaf.
Okay.
The body's not very strong. It's kind of interesting because when I put the tea in my mouth, there's a bit of there's flavour at the start, and then it kind of falls flat immediately after, but then there's an aftertaste that comes through.
Okay, so we've got a lot to try and get through in terms of tasting notes. How many infusions do you reckon it will give us?
For me, the third one was really, it stopped there.
Okay, all right, so third one stops there. All right, that's good. Any questions that you have, Celine, about this mystery tea?
I just really want to smell it and drink it.
Okay, well, we're going to crack into this tea. Thank you so much for sending it to us, Ma. It's really great that we're going to try this tea. Just after we hang up, we're going to spin that wheel a couple of times and send you out a couple of tasters depending on what you win.
Ooh.
Okay, so that we can share the love back to you and send you some teas.
Awesome.
And I know that you have kindly offered to give some of this tea away. Is that right?
If anyone at all is interested, I can give away 3 samples of about 10 grams.
Okay, well, what we'll do after we hang up, we will ask the tea heads out there a question, and we will the winner will get. Well, we'll pick 2 winners. How about that? Oh no, we need 3. Okay,
yeah.
So let's pick 3 winners. All right, we'll pick 3 winners. If you, we'll work it out, but we'll figure out how we can get the tea over to them.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the session. And
should we do the wheel?
We'll do the wheel as soon as we hang up, because I can't do everything, hold a mic and this. So we'll do it afterwards. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Yay.
My pleasure.
Take care, Ma. See you. Bye bye. Okay, so guys.
How cool is that?
Hopefully that worked. I'm not sure if it was a bit of a chaos. We can't hear if there's echo loops. We did test it out before and it seemed to be working. Celine was upstairs and we were chatting with each other. So hopefully that worked. It's an interesting thing. We would like to try to get more guests on Mei Leaf Sessions, and we would like to try and involve you guys more if possible. So, you know, we're trying out these different things. All right, so before we get into that, let's spin the wheel and see what Ma gets, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to go around and try and get this camera sorted?
Yes.
Because this camera is not particularly good. All right, so.
But I can't see.
That's a problem then, isn't it? Okay, so
if you tell me.
No, that's not going to work. Okay, just yeah, you're going to have to look at that. It's not that one. It's not that one.
Sorry.
It's the big one, the big knob.
Yeah.
Okay, just keep going, keep going. Zoom in.
Okay, let me just do this. Is that right?
Just keep going.
What?
Go up, and zoom in.
Okay.
Just zoom in. Keep going, zoom in. That's it, stop there. Okay, ready? Here we go. What's she gonna win? As I said, there's some nice stuff out there. Gleaming brown! Oh my gosh. Ma, you got the winning prize on first spin. Gleaming brow. We're going to send you a taster of gleaming brow. Wow. Wow. So we're swapping some Carolyn aged black tea for some gleaming brow. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Why don't you do this? Here you go. You can see my phone, and you can hopefully see what's happening. All right, so I'm going to start to brew this up.
Yeah.
Wow, the brow. Unbelievable. You got the brow from on the first spin. Well, it's my spin, but you know, it must be your vibes. It's the good vibes. Okay, so yeah, that camera idea kind of failed. Okay, so we're gonna heat this guy one up. Put some hot water in here, and we're gonna finally drink some tea.
Alrighty, I think we're good.
We good?
We're good.
Good. We got 351 people watching. Thank you guys for watching, for tuning in. It is a nice trade, isn't it? A very nice trade.
Yeah.
Well done, Ma. Well done. You deserve it. Thank you so much for sending us that tea. Right, so we can measure up.
Yeah.
So this is about 150. So she said 4 grams, so put 6 grams of the tea in here.
Okay.
And we will see what it tastes like.
Oh, it does smell kind of spicy.
Well, I'll put it in the warm go one and we'll...
Okay.
I want to smell it from the warm go one. So aged black tea, how does that work, right? You know, the common knowledge is that aging tea is best for pu'er teas and for white teas, of course. However, and oolongs, some oolongs are really good for aging as well, like the 25-year Tie Guan Yin. But black tea is not usually aged. Well, it's not such a common practice. Aged tea and old tea.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Aged tea, I guess they keep an eye on it and like try and work out the tasting notes and if it needs a bit more roasting or not. I don't know, something like that. And like aged is just left.
Well, which way round? So aged tea, obviously, when you're planning to age a tea, there's going to be a little bit more thought going into it.
Yeah.
However, the difference between old tea and aged tea is simply a matter of taste.
Right.
If you don't like the taste, it's old tea. It's like a weed, isn't it? It's like, do you like it? Yes, it's not a weed. Right?
It's a flower.
So black teas will age, everything will change, and it's different if it's stored in an airtight environment versus in air because you're going to get different redox reactions, different reduction oxidation reactions. If it's without air, then it's more likely to have a bit more of the fermentation notes, which gives it that sour, and Ma was talking about the slightly sour notes in it, so it may well be that, let me just quickly do something here. See if I can fix this there. That fixed it. So it may be that it was stored in a relatively airtight environment. Let me give this a smell. Oh wow, okay. Sweet. Raisins definitely there. Slightly burnt raisins. Currants more than raisins, I think.
Ooh, what, black currants or red currants?
Like dried currants.
Oh, okay.
You know, the really small black currants. It's really, really nice. Very interesting. Very, very different. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and it has like this licorice sweet smell to it.
Oh yes, a bit of licorice, black licorice.
That smells really good.
And a tang, definitely a tang.
Definitely a tang. Definitely a sourness.
That tang sourness. So I think it probably has been kept in a relatively airtight, or not a lot of air going on. If it was a full pack, there's not much air in the pack. It may have been that it did ferment slightly. Go for it.
Do I do hot water?
Yeah, do. That's what the expert says.
I couldn't remember. Sorry.
Give it a quick rinse, very quick. Because it's small leaf, we don't want to extract too much, and Ma said it only lasts for a few infusions, so we want to just make sure that we have a sniff, see what you think. If any of you guys want to send us any teas, any weird and wonderful teas, feel free. You never know, it might be on the next Mei Leaf sessions. We may try and Skype you.
That smells really good. It brings me back to like a memory of something cooking, something my mom used to cook.
You know what it reminds me of?
Please tell me, because it
reminds me of Chinese soups.
Yes.
Like, it's gonna sound weird.
Go on.
Those herbal pork rib soups.
Oh my god.
You know
that
those
is it,
with
yeah.
da zao. So it's got
it's got like those some fruits in the soup.
But there's definitely a bit of umami brothiness in there as well, and it kind of smells like a herbal soup. And it's got that tang to it. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
So good.
Okay, let's give it a brew.
So good.
Let's give it a brew.
That smells extremely good. Sorry.
I can feel that this session is going to be like a 3.5 hour one if we don't speed up. We've got so much to get through.
Sorry, guys.
Let's go. Leave it. She said 30 seconds. Tick tock, tick tock. So how are you guys doing out there? Yeah, not everyone is going to get gleaming brow in return for something that they sent to us.
You never know.
Actually, we should write that down. Did you write that Ma gets a gleaming brow?
I'll write it.
Is weed still weed if you like it? I see what you've done there. Those weren't the kinds of weeds I was talking about. Yeah, please don't send me any poisons. Send me stuff that you actually do kind of like or you find interesting.
That would be nice.
I will show you guys the chat room so you can see what's happening out there. Okay, that must be 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Okay, sorry Ma, we may have overbrewed this, but we're gonna give it a good taste. All right, let's go for it. You know what? Pour it in here so we can quickly show everyone the color.
Ooh.
As you would expect.
Nice.
From an Indian black tea.
Color.
Deep, deep, deep. The leaves are slightly broken.
Yeah, I'll show you here.
Okay, bring it in. Bring it in.
Yes.
There you go. But still relatively, I mean, it's not like a, that's fine.
Cool.
It's not like a low quality Indian or Chinese or whichever country broken tea. All right, we're gonna.
It smells like dried longan. Is it longan? No, lychee. Dried lychee.
And it's got
one of those.
It's definitely got those burnt herbal notes to them. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Much milder than the smell, right?
Ooh.
It's definitely got the raisins. Ma was spot on there.
Yeah.
I think it's got a little bit of fresh tobacco.
Yeah, that's true. But it's more the floral and sweet notes that comes through.
What floral notes are you getting?
Maybe not floral, sweet notes.
She
Fruity
loves
notes.
to say the word floral.
Fruity notes. Medicinal.
It's
fruity.
medicinal fruity.
Fruity.
It reminds me of those Hong Kong herbal shops when you get those dried longans, dried fruits. It's a very dried fruit, dried kind of dark black plums.
True.
It's actually very, very nice. Thank you,
Very
Ma.
nice tea. Thank you.
Really, really nice. I like it. Slight licorice notes.
Yeah. Slight. Not too much.
It's definitely, the aging of it has definitely added to complexity of it. I would imagine if you'd have tasted this when it was, freshly produced and processed, it wouldn't have this dried fruit taste to it.
No.
The dried fruit taste of it is amazing. You just drank some chaga, Mark Dreams. Nice. Chaga mushroom. Okay, so very, very nice. I like it. Plummy. I love the dried fruit note to it. It doesn't have the same smell, taste as it does smell.
No, it's true.
But it's actually really, really nice. And it has a nice, dry, refreshing finish. Nothing bitter, nothing too heavy. It's actually really, really good.
Yeah, it's more woody on the nose, and then you get more of the fruity notes on the taste, isn't it?
Sorry, what on the nose?
Woodier on the nose.
Yeah, slightly woodier and slightly more, I would say, woodier and tangier. It's fruitier in the cup.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. We're going to keep
Thank
drinking
you.
this, but I'm conscious of time.
Right.
So we're going to answer some questions that you have. Don't ask yet in the chat room. Not quite yet. First of all, we're going to do some that was on Instagram. So I'm going to just try and rattle through some of these. So first of all, apologies if I pronounce your Instagram name wrong. Jorg H. Nasson said, as someone who had to reduce caffeine intake, what are your recommendations? And Rutherford Hayes 77, similar question. You want to do a proper tea session with tea. You can't do it during the day. Which teas do we recommend for late night? Well, obviously, if you are caffeine sensitive, late night drinking, you're going to have to restrict yourself to tisanes. And there are many. Chrysanthemum is a favorite. Kuding, baby leaf kuding, if it's in a small amount, very nice. Too much, bitter, right? So be careful with that. Jalgulana Amachizuru is a nice one. You've got your usual suspects, your chamomiles and your rooibos, etc. In terms of teas,
Oolongs.
Roasted
oolong?
We tend to move towards the oolong, roasted or dark oolongs, dark pu'ers. If you don't have too many infusions, just a couple of infusions, you can always come back at it the next day. I've done a video about how you store your tea in between infusions, so you can check that out. But yeah, I mean, you know, we tend to go for the darker teas.
Yeah.
Black teas tend to have more compounds that are helping to relax. So similar compounds that are in lavender and in hops, which have this kind of relaxation effect. The terpenes are very similar. So I would go towards darker teas and stay away from the lighter teas, in my opinion.
But try them during the day beforehand just to see how you react to them, just in case you're really, really sensitive.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Katie, Amachizuru. I know you're an Amachizuru.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Dave Bailey, I've been wondering about aged white tea. Could you explain the processing differences or other distinctions between an aged white and, say, a tippy pu'er? The processing differences, they're quite big. The first difference is that white tea is usually not heated, or it's certainly not heated anywhere to the same level as a pu'er, even though pu'er is heated to a lower temperature than green tea in general, something like about 100 to 150 degrees Celsius. White tea is usually just withered and dried. So that's probably the biggest difference. There's also a rolling phase in the pu'er production where after the heating they roll it to really bring out and extract all of those sticky, delicious aromatics. White tea doesn't go through such a rough handling. Other than that, they both tend to be sun-dried because you don't want that machine drying to dehydrate and to overheat the leaves, which would stop it from being suitable for aging, or it would take longer for it to age. But those are the main differences between the two. Thank you very much. Cam Hurl, have you read The Tea Girl of Hummingbird Lane? No, I haven't. I don't really read that much fiction. Is it good? Have you guys read it? Tea Girl of Hummingbird Lane. Do you recommend it? Tell me in the chat room. If you've read it, let me know what you think about it. Sparsh10, how do you keep your passion for tea burning? You guys are always super enthusiastic and seem to never tire of anything tea related.
I guess you always just want to experiment with stuff, and then if you experiment, then you want to share it, I guess.
Yeah, and there's so much complexity and depth in tea that it's never like repetitive. There's always something new to find out.
True. It's never ending.
And I have to say, without getting too mushy and gushy, you know, you guys out there help to motivate us. When we see, you know, the passion that you have, it's not one way. It is a two-way street. You know, we get kind of motivated when we see all of you really passionate about, you know, the teas that you're tasting and obviously the teas that you're trying from our selection. So, you know, it's partly you as well. But, you know, even without you guys, you know, we would be heavily into it because it's just so deep and complex.
We used to be before YouTube anyway. So
about 12 years before YouTube we've been doing tea.
And we were like, we should do some videos on this.
Yeah. A lot of people think that we're kind of relatively new on the scene with tea.
Yeah.
There's one thing, it's like, oh, you just sprouted up about 3 years ago. It's like, no. We've been doing it since about 2006, 2005, something like that, properly. And then before that, I was tasting since about 2003. Something like that. So, you know, it's we've been doing it for a little bit of time.
I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that's been doing it for a long time too. I bet you guys have a lot to share as well.
Okay, we'll do one more question from the Instagram and then we'll open it up to you guys out there. Elijah Blondes, I would like to hear maybe a couple more classic tisane and tea pairings that you recommend. Tisane and tea pairing. So the classic one is the Chen Pi and aged white tea. You've got the chrysanthemum and bole, or chrysanthemum and cooked pu'er tea. Gok bo. I love saying that when I go to a Chinese restaurant. Gok bo. So that's a classic one. What other combos are there? Obviously there's I don't know if you would call it, but you know, jasmine tea is obviously scented with the jasmine flower, so that kind of is a combination.
True. My mum really likes the pu'er with ginger, fresh ginger.
And throwing in dazao or red dates is really another classic one with a cooked
detoxifying the blood.
Yeah. So those are some for you. All right, let's open it up to the chat room, and then we are going to do a quiz to see who gets to win the. First of all, who gets to win? This one, did we say we're going to pick 3 people?
Oh yes,
then we're going to do that. So any questions that you have in the chat room, keep your eye open for that. I'm going to get the quiz ready here.
Vegan tea head, you saw this. I was going to brew it very loud. I wasn't thinking.
Well,
I don't know how.
I think that this brewing time is right, actually.
It's still strong. It still has the fruity notes. It really is dried.
It's good. It's like dried
lychee or something like that.
I think it's more plummy than that.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like the plumminess is like the earthiness with the lychee makes it kind of plummier.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I get that. All right.
It's that medicinal.
All right, yeah. Earthy and lychee equals plummy. That's the equation.
The Asian equation.
But it's also got a very fresh finish, and it's still going. Is this the second infusion?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's quickly answer some questions. If I have a baimudan, can I just age it, or is the baimudan used for the pu'er cakes a special one? You can just age it. Keep it airtight. That's my recommendation to you. Airtight. Yeah. Make it ferment. That's my recommendation to you. And then about a month before you want to start cracking into it, take it into the air. Let it breathe again.
For how long?
A month. Any specific teas you would recommend for cold brewing? I like teas that are very light, very bright, very grassy.
I have to say the Psychic Extreme Seeker for me works very well cold brewed. Even a lot of other pu'ers I wouldn't do it. Like Monaco Boss, I don't really like it cold brewed, but Psychic Extreme Seeker is yum.
I often come back to see her drinking Psychic Extreme Seeker cold brewed. It is definitely one of her favorites, and it is delicious. Surprising because, you know, it has that roasted taste, but you know what's interesting is when you cold brew, obviously you're reducing the amount of bitterness in the tea. And so Psychic Extreme Seeker, even though it's been roasted, still has got that punch, right? Anybody who's tried Psychic Extreme Seeker will know it still has that bitter punch to it. And so it really softens it out and you get this warm, rounded, roasted note. It's delicious.
Delish.
What is the worst tea you've had while in China?
Oh my God. I think for me it was like a pu'er. Like I wasn't really into it, and we were being shown like different types of pu'er cakes, but
oh yeah, I remember that. We went to one pu'er supplier who, I don't know, there was something dodgy about his storage. Remember we saw that little mouse?
Yeah, that kind of put me off, but that was after we had tried it.
You know, we walked through his thing and we just saw a little mouse just like lying there, like freshly born, wasn't it? Just like lying there.
Oh my God.
And he just saw it and he kicked it.
The image just went back.
He just saw it and he kicked it. Remember, I was just like,
I felt so bad.
No, we're not buying any pu'er here.
Yeah.
And the tea was not good.
It was
it was not good.
It wasn't great.
Right. Which tea taster? Any recommendations on tea tisanes that would be beneficial for aiding a diet and lifestyle for reducing cholesterol? Well, you know, common knowledge would say cooked pu'ers have, you know, some kind of natural versions of statins. which reduce cholesterol. You know, cholesterol is a really, you know, there's a lot of change in the way that people are looking at cholesterol. And I know a lot of people are thinking that, you know, it's really not diet based. It's much more complicated than that. It's usually related, you know, quite heavily on your digestive system, your microbiome. I would suggest, you know, probiotics, prebiotics, probiotics, and therefore cooked puer, you know, has that effect because it's got that, you know, those molds and bacteria that we all know and love.
And,
all right.
And my dad got high cholesterol, and since he didn't take the medication before it got too bad, but he did see the doctor, and then he started drinking puer, and it just fixed it for him.
Yeah,
so
a lot
just
of people.
Keeps drinking it.
A lot of people get good results with cooked puer tea. Okay, right. We're going to do a quiz now, and this quiz is first for this tea. Okay, so we're going to do 3 people winner. This is the way it's going to work. We don't have that little spinny thing anymore. We've kind of tried to move on from there. I'm going to ask a question. Get your keyboards ready. Get your keyboards ready, everybody. I'm going to ask a question. The first 3 people in the chat room to get it right, which means it's her job to see if she can find the right answers as quickly as possible. It's not going to be simple.
Hey.
So, and if we get it wrong, okay, and there's somebody before, I'm already in advance apologizing. But given all the windows we have open here and all the complexity that we've got in front of us, you know, I hope that you forgive us. So we're going to try and figure out who are the first 3 people to get the answer right. Okay, are you ready? Fingers on keyboards. This is the question. What is the name of our most recently released yellow tea? What is the name of our most recently released yellow tea? Okay, if you haven't seen it, we did a video about it a couple of weeks ago or something. So keep your eyes open, and then I will tell you the right answer, and then those people will win a taster of the Carolyn aged 1999, so 18-year aged black tea, which actually I have to say is a really nice fruity brew.
Well, we've got a winner.
Okay, you got a winner. Stop, everyone. We have 3 winners. We've got 3 winners before they disappear off the screen. Okay, so we've got Benedict Lysina, Black Flame, and Rough Blades. Please write to us, send us a message on YouTube. Send us a message, don't comment, send us a message. If you don't know how to do that, just look it up. We'll check back in a couple of days. Give us your address, and we will try to figure out with Ma how we can get that tea to you. Okay, so everyone stop in terms of that. Now, who wants to go at tea roulette? Are you going to be able to work this now if I give you this? Whoa, it's fine, it's fine, because you've got to pick the winner. So this is 1 person now. 1 person, are you ready? 1 person gets to do this. And whoever wins gets 2 spins of the wheel. And if it lands on Gleaming Brow again, we are in trouble.
Yeah, true.
I cannot believe
it.
if we don't, we're going to have to substitute with something pretty special. Anyway, here we go. Ready? So, fingers on your keyboards or on your telephone. Here we go. This is the question. This is 1 person, okay? The first person that gets it is getting a spin on the wheel. Here it is. Tie Guanyin traditionally comes from which province in China? Tie Guanyin traditionally comes from which province in China? You know the answer, right? So you know what to look for. So give us your answers, and then we will pick the first person, and we will choose our winner.
I would never say no if I didn't know the answer.
Ooh, fingers on, ready? Keep your eye open. It's the province, not the county, the province. Okay, stop. You got 1. Okay, so Aidin, A-D-I-N, Aidin. Is he the first? Let me just quickly check.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just want to double check. I'm sorry who wrote Anshi. I know that that's really accurate, but it's not the province. So Aidin,
Aidin.
A-D-I-N. Before everyone shouts at me and says Anshi la 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 la, you know, we have to try to be as accurate as possible on this, otherwise I'm going to get complaints either way. All right, so we can stop now. Aidin, are you ready? We're going to spin the wheel. Celine, you're going to get that camera going.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I thought I was gonna spin the wheel. I got excited.
Oh, you can spin it, because if I get gleaming of brow again, we're in serious trouble. Let's just check that everything's working. All right, guys. Aidin, A-D-I-N.
Hey, wait for me.
Tell me when you're ready.
Hang on.
Okay, where do you want to start, Aidin? You got Pudding Announcer, Imperial Green, Anishan Cream, Silver Needle, Diamond Peak, Cloud Lake, After Party Enchanter, Dragon Pearl, Blossoming Jewels, Souchong Liquor. Oh, there's some crackers here.
How do I put this in focus? It's not working for me.
That's fine.
Okay.
It should be okay. I hope you can see it. Right, we're going to spin the wheel. Here we go, guys. Aidin, what are you getting, Aidin? What are you going to get? Oh no, please, not gleaming brow again.
Oh, it's so close.
Blossoming Jewel.
Oh,
Blossoming Jewel. Okay, so we'll send you a few, well, there's 2 spins per person.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So you can get 1 taste of Blossoming Jewel. And your second one, Jason, you mixed Imperial Green with Amaterasu. That's a classic, I have to say. And Yunnan Black. Blossoming Jewel and Yunnan Black. Okay. All right, here we go. Can you put the, is it possible for you to put the
yeah, we'll do
wheel
that.
back?
Yeah, so we'll do that.
All right.
Sorry guys
about this. This was last minute. We couldn't figure out how the heck we were going to do this, because this is quite tall. All right, so
as you can see.
Right, we are now going to move on to the snacks and tea section. Right, snacks and tea section. So if you have followed along with us, then you will know. I'm going to drink her tea.
Drink. You haven't drunk much.
You're going to know what the snacks are. And we're going to move this out of the way.
Alrighty. Use.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you. Can you move? It's
yeah.
okay. It looks all right. It's looking all right out there.
It's looking all right.
You know.
What were you saying?
Bit rough and ready, but whatever. Whatever.
Are we tasting?
We're going to do the 3 teas. So we've got here, what do we have here? Down here we've got les cashew nuts.
Les cashew nuts.
How do you say that in French?
Les cashews? Well, I don't even know. I think it is cashew.
Les cashews.
Les cashews.
So you've got cashew nuts. Salted, very important. I hope you got salted ones. We've got chilies and we've got green olives. All right, so we've got green olives here. This is Nocellara green olives.
Delicious.
One of my favorites. All right, so the goal here is to figure out which foods work best with which teas and try to figure out why that may be. So if you haven't got the snacks, don't worry. Hopefully this will be relatively entertaining for you. Hopefully. We try our best.
We try.
All right, so what we have here is we've got some green coil, Bilo Chen.
Shall I bring it over?
Yes, please.
Let's do this.
Oh, hold on, I need to focus.
Focus, son.
Focus, son. Okay, so we've got that, yep. And then we have some Souchong Liquor. Souchong Liquor is there. Nice. And finally, we have got Silver Needle. So we've got a white, a black, and a green. Oh, whoops, what happened there? Sorry, my computer's going crazy. Okay, we've got a white, a black, and a green. And I need to focus on myself. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this in stages here, okay?
Okay.
So if you brew them all up,
yeah,
we've got our little keep to gangster go ones here. Keep to gangster, and we've got a stay loose one as well. Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
So we've got our 100ml go ones because we're going to be doing a flight here. We're going to make sure that we're tasting, we're going to brew up all 3. So if you've got the teas, then what I recommend you do is you brew up your 3 teas and try to brew them a little bit harder than you normally would, okay? Brew them a bit stronger than you normally would, and there'll be a reason to that logic, hopefully. Hopefully it works.
It will work. Believe.
So we are brewing at what temperature? Right.
97.
So we're brewing at 95 degrees, and we're going to brew all of them at 95 degrees. Now, anybody who knows anything, Green Coil should not be brewed at such a hot temperature. But we're going to do it intentionally in order to prove a point, hopefully. But make sure you brew quite short. Because otherwise it's going to be like, whoop! It's going to make us fly off the handle. Okay, so we are brewing these teas. So quickly give you some information about these teas. Silver Needle is classic white tea. This is actually from Zhejiang province, not from Fujian province. I preferred the Zhejiang Silver Needle this year, and especially at the price point. I thought it was excellent. It's 19th of March 2017. It's a Dabai from Zhejiang, and it's 450 meters. Yes, I am reading this from the website. I don't store this information in my head. Green Coil Bilo Chen, 27th of March 2017. Dongting Kunti is the variety. Yes.
We don't have cups.
We can.
Can I use that one? I go and get some.
Yeah,
Don't mind.
you need to get cups. See, we didn't think of everything. It's from Jiangsu, so this is from. Oh, whoa. It is from the. That is crazy umami. It's from Jiangsu, which is the classic place for Green Coil, and it's bud and one leaf, 700 meters. And then we've got Souchong Liquor, which is 16th of April 2017. So they're all spring teas. This is a Souchong small leaf variety. It's got that chocolatey, really nice. And this is from Tongmu in Fujian, young leaves, and 1,500 meters altitude. Elevation. Yes, our Souchong Liquor basically tastes like dark chocolate biscuits. That's pretty spot on. Really, it's for all the chocolate addicts out there. If you crave chocolate, then Souchong Liquor is a good thing. And chocolate's a good segue into what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about taste, and obviously these are very simple ingredients. You know, cashew, olives, and chili. But it's about, we're testing here about temperature of taste. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, what do I mean by that?
Basically that you can have like hot foods like chili, that gives you that kind of effect on the tongue, on your taste buds, and you can have cold foods, and if you mix them it can clash and be not very pleasant. Yeah,
so as well as, sorry, go on.
Taste buds. Is it taste buds?
It's not taste buds. So the flavor, the overall experience of anything you put in your mouth is a combination of the aroma, obviously, which is a kind of early warning system. Does it smell good? Is it safe? Is it something that I can eat or drink? Taste, which is your taste buds, but also it's modulated. Taste is modulated by temperature, which is why cold brew, as well as extracting slightly differently, will have a different taste. It's the reason why ice cream, when it's brought up to room temperature, tastes so much sweeter than when it's cold, because temperature has a way of modulating taste. And every substance kind of there are receptors, your trigeminal receptors, which are sensitive to the temperature of the taste. And the temperature of the taste is very important, and something that's not looked at enough. So in the extreme, you have chili, right? Which is very hot, and it's not actually increasing the temperature, but your body is thinking, it's because it's stimulating the hot receptors, it's imagining that your mouth is on fire, right? And then you have things that are cooling as well, like mint, okay? So we are going to experiment with taste and with texture. So first of all, are these our cups?
Yes.
Are we going to be mixing the teas in the cup?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So let's start with the Bilo Chen. Bilo Chen, right? Very umami, extremely savory. Umami and kokumi, is it kokumi? I think it's kokumi. So So kokumi is a kind of a modulator on umami. So umami is that savory, brothy, slightly meaty, has kind of seaweed notes. Really, really interesting. Cooked vegetables. Kokumi demonstrates is a calcium, affects the amount of calcium that goes into your taste buds. So it affects how much of that umami you taste and how long that taste persists in the mouth. So having tea which is rich in theanine means you're going to get a lot of umami and kokumi. I'm pretty sure it's kokumi. Correct me if I am wrong. So we've brewed this super hot. Time for a taste.
Okay.
So let's give this a taste. Okay, actually, even if it's brewed strong.
I brewed it spot on, guys.
Probably too spot on, actually. I think it's kokumi, not just koku. But anyway, maybe there's different ways of saying it. So, green tea occupies the cooler side of the spectrum. It's going to stimulate much more of those cool receptors, okay? Especially if it's a very fresh, very vibrant green tea, okay? As you move up the spectrum, you start to, if the green tea is roasted, for example, or if the green tea has an extra umami, extra power in terms of its savory notes, those savory notes occupy more the kind of medium warm receptors on your trigeminal receptors.
True.
When you start to move into sweet notes, then we're talking about white teas and oolong teas, where you've got some oxidation, and that oxidation is bringing about those sweeter notes. Sorry, am I blurry? Okay, let's just fix that. Hopefully I am in focus now. So those are the sweeter notes, and then you move up to the black teas, and the black teas, depending on how spicy they get, how chocolatey they get, or how fruity they get, they're going to move more into the hotter range. And so you can see what I'm trying to do here. We're going to see if that theory pans out. Okay, we're going to first start. What should we start with? Let's start with one of these, not the chili. Okay, so cashew. Now, one of the things, if you've brewed your green tea a bit stronger, you'll have bitterness. Those bitterness comes primarily from catechins. There's also quercetin and there's also caffeine, but catechins is your kind of main culprit for bitterness. I like bitterness, but not too much. And this has a bit extra, right? Because it's been brewed hot. Now, if you then take some cashew nuts, which are salty, right? And you put the salt, this whole session is just going to be us munching. You put the salt in your mouth, taste it with the tea. Bitterness gone.
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Gone, no bitterness. The salt is stimulating type 1 taste buds, and those taste buds inhibit bitterness. So if something is too bitter, adding salt or eating something salty inhibits it, right? Which is why nuts are very classical combination for beer. You've got salt. What else is bitter?
Oh.
If you add a bit of salt to chocolate, to dark chocolate, it reduces the bitterness.
I love that.
So salt reduces bitterness. Sour does as well, which is why people putting lemon in their really strong Assam black tea.
True.
There's a reason for that. The lemon, as long as you don't overpower it, if you just dip it in, those sour notes inhibit the bitter taste buds, so you don't pick up so much of the bitterness. But would you say that this works?
I think that works.
It works.
Yeah.
It's kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
I don't think it adds anything to the tea.
Yeah.
And the tea kind of washes the knot nicely away, but it doesn't clash with each other.
Right, let's try the black tea.
Someone mentioned that the chat room is bothering them. Does it bother you guys?
I'll move it.
Because we can move it.
Boom, gone.
There we go.
Wiped out. We'll come back to it. So, black tea, try it. So what happens now, there isn't any bitterness in this, and so there's nothing to cancel out, but
I love that.
it's much warmer. So what's accentuating in the cashew and the tea are working together, and it gives a bit more of a warmer note. Let me know if you're trying this at home as well. So, quite nice.
Oh my god.
I would say that works better than the green tea.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, because I was thinking that the lighter taste would work better with the green tea. And let's finally do the white
That's
tea.
yum. I think that works really well, that black tea with cashews.
Have a cashew.
It's like having a
Have a cashew.
Cashew.
We need to move because it's already 9:05. Oh. So if you guys are trying this at home, so which do you prefer? Do you prefer the black or the white?
Oh, that white tea just with the cashew. It's like it marriages very well together. It works very well together. It gives something else to the white tea, and the cashew tastes like it's better than the cashew.
So it improves the taste of the cashew.
It's a really good blend, that one. I think my favorite is the white tea with the cashew. This one's a bit more obvious in the taste. It's almost like having a chocolate biscuit with nuts, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, that makes sense to me, but that was quite surprising. I like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that, see, what's happened here is that the cashews, because they're sweet, you know, they have got that saltiness and that sweetness, which occupies a similar range in the receptors. They work with this sweet, nutty flavor of white teas. So I think that the cashews and white teas work best, and you would expect that because they kind of occupy the same region, of the trigeminal receptors.
The only thing that I would say though is brew your white tea strong, like hot water, because I think if it was lighter, then you wouldn't get that.
Yeah, agreed.
Working.
I think that that's absolutely right. You want, whenever you're pairing with food, especially salty foods, to push the brew harder. Push it much harder than you would normally do if you were brewing it just drinking by itself. But this is just an example for you guys of certain snacks that you could incorporate with your tea drinking. Because a lot of people have asked us, haven't they?
What?
Which snacks we recommend for,
That's true.
So
but it's personal preference as well, like, you know, we might love it and you might not. Who knows?
Nah. All right, now we're going to move on to the olives. So an olive here. Now I'm going to move down the line.
Are you having the whole of it? Oh, I'm so red.
What?
I'm so red.
It's quite hot in here. Okay, so the saltiness of the olive obliterates that white tea. For me, it doesn't do anything for it. It's refreshing, it cleanses the palate, but it's nothing particularly special. I'm going to eat lots of olives. I'm going to bite this one.
Oh, yummy.
Here we go, black tea.
I hope you guys are munching some nice stuff.
Does not work at all, in my opinion. Like chocolate and olives.
Yeah, it's like two different things.
Meh.
Kind of weird, actually.
That's weird.
That's weird.
It's amazing how a tea that you can love can be destroyed with something that you put in your mouth just before.
It's true.
Okay, so now here we go. Hopefully this is going to work. So the theory being that because this is rich in umami, it's got that briny taste to it already, like the olives, it's going to match. And the freshness of the green is going to work with the freshness of the green olive. Wow. Totally adds a whole other layer, whole other level to the experience, in my opinion.
Okay, see, that works.
It's almost cheesy.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's really weird. It's almost like a third flavor.
Yeah.
It's like an aged parmesan or something.
Yeah, aged parmesan.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's strange. Let's brew up another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so olives and green tea. And I would recommend that you pick green teas that are richer in umami. If you go for a like Kai Hua Longding, like a Naked Spring, which is very, very bright, very, very early, early morning meadows taste, it's not gonna be able to stand up to the saltiness of this olive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
That's a really good combination.
So
I could quite happily have green coil olive.
Silver needle with the cashew.
That was amazing. All right.
I I think the chili is probably gonna go with Souchong Liquor, just because you have chili with chocolate, you know.
Right. So this was our thinking. Hopefully this is going to work. Hopefully chili, and I don't think it's necessarily just. Let's brew some of everything actually.
Yeah, I'll start with
I don't think it's just that it's chocolatey, but it should work just purely on the basis. Any black tea should work as long as the black tea is relatively spicy, relatively rich, is more occupying those hotter zones of your taste buds. You know, this is really important. Sarah, she knows what we mean about cheesiness. It is weird, isn't it? But it kind of works. Alexandra, you find Naked Spring smoky. That is weird.
Which
That
one?
is weird.
The-
Naked Spring smoky? I don't find it smoky.
I think maybe if you use hot water.
I have a weird thing with smoky. I get this quite a lot. A lot of people say that some teas are, some things are smoky when I don't find them that way. And I'm convinced that there's a genetic thing here.
Really?
Because, you know, genetically we are all different, and especially with something like bitterness,
Yeah.
genetically, you know, there are some people that really taste bitterness strongly, and there are some genetic groups that really don't taste bitterness hardly at all. I heard that some sub-Saharan Africa, that they really don't taste bitter in the same, you know, intensity. So they can have really strong brews and they're like totally fine with it.
Why do you think that is?
It's genetic. It's probably something to do with,
They don't need it in there.
yeah, use it or lose it kind of mentality. There must be something in the gene pool that meant that it wasn't necessary for them to
That's
to
really
have
interesting.
a strong sense of bitterness. I don't know. Okay, let's have another one of. Okay, so that's been brewed stronger, but that olive, the saltiness of that olive still cuts the bitterness. It's a really good trick. If you have overbrewed your tea, right, and it's just, it's too bitter, take a bit of salt or take something salty, just dab it in on your tongue, coat your mouth with a bit of saltiness, taste the tea, you'll be amazed. It's a trick that they use also in China. They will sometimes put a sprinkling of salt in their tea.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
it's a bit of a dodgy practice. If you've got some,
It's cheeky, it's like,
if you've got some really
they will
bitter
think
tea,
it's good.
it's like sneak a bit of salt in, just enough, just to counteract the bitterness. Oops. Okay, so chili time. How are you?
I'm having a great time.
All right, we're gonna give this bird's eye chili. So this is hot. You know,
It looks hot.
it's hot. I can smell the pungency of this. So when we're starting to talk about this, we're looking at black peppers and those kind of really pungent notes. Those are the really hot receptors being activated. You ready for this?
You ready?
What do you want to do?
Let's do
Just
this.
dab this on your tongue a little bit,
Okay.
and let's go through the teas.
Oh.
Woo!
Huh. Ooh, it's quite fragrant.
And then you know the tea's just going to make it go everywhere in your mouth and make it even hotter. All right, let's
my
going to
God,
start
that
with
was-
the green.
Oh, it's heating.
Yeah, be careful, don't touch your eyes. Thank you, K.
I almost
96.
did. Thank you. Saved me.
Wow, that's hot. That's okay.
It's okay, it's disappearing. Like, I don't taste the green tea.
So, with what's interesting is with cold, it's a very fast on, fast off receptor. Hot is a very slow to rise and slow to fall, which is why if you eat something hot, you've got to be careful, because the first time you eat it, you're like, it's fine, and then it builds and builds and builds, and then it's unbearable, and it takes ages for it to go away. And when you have something cool like a mint, or you have something cool like water, it'll calm it down very quickly because it's very fast on and off, but it's very fast off, so the heat will come back. The heat will come back. The only way to really counteract it is by replacing the compounds which are binding to the receptors, and that usually is dairy, right, or cream, something oily. Oily will fight the receptors to try and occupy that space, and that's the only way that you can.
Take this.
Okay,
Take this.
I'm gonna
It honestly calms it down. Oops. I overbrewed that tea by a long way. If it wasn't for friends, I would have kept going.
Okay, so why did I have more?
I don't know. I was a bit like...
So...
You're a bit crazy like that though.
The black tea does nothing to help the heat.
No, it helped me, but then I didn't go for another...
Rough blades. Wasabi is cooling, by the way. It's the opposite. So wasabi will probably work better with green tea.
That's so weird. Is that why you get brain freeze on the...
That's why if you have wasabi or horseradish, the last thing that you really want to hit is like cold water. You want to have more warm drinks, right? So hot. It doesn't help with cooling down the heat, but the flavor, however, that matches really, really well. The flavor of that chili matches really, really well. I was going to bite some more, but I'm not going to. All right, so now the white tea. Here we go.
I want to try with the flavor, but I don't want to...
Not bad. So the chili with the white tea, not bad. Let me know how you guys are doing out there.
Yeah, I like the flavor. Like if you don't go for the grains, which like super spicy seeds. Yeah, it's quite a nice flavor with the black tea, actually.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that the experiment has worked, definitely. Hotter foods, more in that hot range, will work better with black tea. So this is your little advice. So if you want to start thinking about pairing food and teas, think about very simple, break it down into blocks. What is the flavor profile of the tea in terms of, is it more cooling, is it more medium, sweet, salty, or is it up there with the spicy range and the kind of dark chocolates and black peppers? This is, I'm getting the chili reflux.
Try this cashew with the black tea, sorry. This is what?
Chili or cashew?
Cashew and chili. Remember black tea.
So, black tea,
yeah.
Chili.
Oh, come on! Why didn't you take out the seeds? You're gonna kill us.
You can drink from here if it's too hot. I want to see what these two work together, if these two work together. If you're brave enough out there to chuck a bit of chili, bird's eye chili, into your black tea. It looks kind of like a soy sauce dipping sauce now for like...
Yeah!
with the chili.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cheers everyone.
Oh, maybe you could make a soya tea thing.
Oh, that's hot, but it works.
What, did you take with the cashew?
Oh my god, that's hot, but it works. That's like a really delicious... I told you it was hot, okay?
The flavor is amazing.
The flavor, the spiciness, the chocolate, it's that chili chocolate flavor, but I think it would still work with a fruity black tea.
Yeah.
It works really, really well.
It kind of like covers up the chocolate a little bit, so you taste more of the spicy notes. It's really good. What?
I'm laughing at Elliot. Elliot's using Carolina Reaper. If you genuinely are using Carolina Reaper, then chapeau. Hats off to you, my friend. That's like
intense,
way hotter than this. But this is delicious.
You're hardcore.
Souchong Liquor and Chilli. What's the cashew nut?
Yeah, the cashew.
The fat in the cashew calms everything down. That's an addictive combination. Chili black tea and cashew nuts. Hey guys, that might be your little winter warmer out there. Chili black tea.
That is so good.
That works really well. Chili black tea and cashew nuts, I think, work really, really well. Fun fact, it's not the seeds that are extra hot, but the part that holds the seeds.
Really?
Those membranes. Thank you very, very, very much.
Really?
Roland.
Oh.
So yeah, I think that the point is kind of proven here.
Yeah.
To recap, cashews, because of its sweet, salty, occupying the medium sector of this temperature range, works well with the slightly oxidized, sweeter, creamier notes of a white tea. Green olives, more on the fresh, tangy, fresh side, but still salty, so you don't want something too fresh. Works well with an umami-rich or slightly roasted green tea.
So would it work with essential? It's not roasted.
Yeah, it would work with essential because it's rich in umami. I think it would work very well. Hot chili type foods work well with the hotter, pungent black teas. And the ultimate combination in my opinion, is chili black tea with cashew nuts. Who'd have thought it?
Yeah. We made a new teacup there. Simples.
Cell membranes for the win. Ooh, that is good. So I'm happy to keep drinking that. Dropping nuts everywhere.
Oh, it's hitting.
So guys, I hope that that was mildly entertaining, kind of educational. If you want to know more, if you want us to do more
Oh my god.
of these kind of semi-scientific then taste pairings, then please do let us know, and we can certainly try to knock out some more videos for you.
Yeah,
that's the plan. That's the plan.
Alrighty.
That was good. So we're going to keep drinking some of these teas.
Are we doing another wheel of
I think we
fortune?
should now answer some more questions for you guys, from you guys. We'll first move on to the Instagram questions.
Oh yeah.
And we shall see how we are doing here. Okay. Right, so some Instagram questions from you out there. When does the Gong Fu Guru batch 2? I've answered that already.
Nice.
What do you think of tea travel for the average Western raised person used to Western standards? Are the infrastructure there, and is visiting tea production areas without business in mind rewarding? A difficult question to answer, because it's been so long since I've gone to China or Taiwan or Japan without it being a business, without pairing tea and weed. Okay, a happy combination indeed. It's been a while since I've done it as a tourist, so I don't really know. We do see tourist buses occasionally.
True.
So we do see that tour groups do visit the tea fields.
True.
I would have thought that it would be, you know, something that would be fine. You would need to go through a tour company and see if you can find somewhere that is going to be serious. What you don't want is them just leading you to one plantation to try and sell you the tea and then lead you back to a hotel or some dodgy.
Got to try a few different places.
You've got to try and
Come
figure
on.
out a place that does it well. I don't know of any tour companies that do that. And at the moment, we're not planning to do that. I know a lot of people have asked for it, but there's way too many things for us to do, unfortunately. I have been speaking to her mother.
Yeah. My mum's getting really...
And her mother may do something if we can convince her to do that. Francesco, nice to see you. What else?
Can I please go to the toilet?
Go for it. Dobermanu. One tea master I visited in Asia left 10 to 20 ml in the fairness cup for the next brew to be poured over. Apparently it helped with consistency. Yeah, this is something that's done. So if you have a very light, quite delicate, usually green teas, sometimes white teas, and you're brewing them, you can leave a couple of 10 or 20 ml in the gong dao base, so you can kind of mix infusions. That's usually done when the tea is very light, very delicate, and you just want to keep a more consistent strength going through. Sometimes that is definitely done, and it can work very, very well. Let's see, anything else here? Just a quick question about brewing white jasmine tea. Would you recommend using 90-degree water or 80 or 70? People recommend different things. White tea in general is a bit of a Goldilocks tea for me. Everyone has their own like perfect temperature. I like to brew white tea quite hot, but if it's a jasmine tea, I'd take it down a notch, because if you brew it too hot, you're gonna start to affect the same science as this. If it's too hot, you're gonna start to affect your appreciation of those floral notes out there. I hope that answers your question. All right, let's answer some questions live. My mouse is working. Okay, let's answer some questions live, and we'll put the chat room back so you guys can see it. Any good Chinese farmers scam stories? Well, we told you the one about salt. That's one that's out there. Other farmer scam stories.
That's an interesting one.
Anything you can remember?
Well, The only one that I remember is when we tasted the tea and then they sent us the wrong batch.
Yeah, that's happened a few times where they sent us the wrong batch of tea. But out there in China, usually you know when there's some scam thing going on, because you want to see the production in process. You want to see them doing the production. That's always a good thing, because when you go to these factories, right, and you see them producing, they usually can't hide the corners that they may be cut. So if you go to a producer and you want to see the production, they say, oh no, everyone's off today. Oh no, the factory's closed today. That usually sets my alarm bells ringing.
Makes sense.
Let's see. Selena's sneaking in the back.
Yeah, because I was coming back. I don't know how you do it. You don't need. I need one of those astronaut nappies. Like, who said that?
No,
Someone
please.
said that. I was like, yeah, that's
Please,
clever.
if you start wearing a nappy here, suddenly your face would go like this.
Yeah.
That would be
Totally.
really, really bad.
Totally.
It's like a baby. You can see a baby going.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Do you use smelling cups at some time? Very rarely. I don't usually use smelling cups. I find that I can get enough information from the Gaiwan lid. I usually find we get enough information there. They're nice, but it's not really something that I do. Do you ever find that wet leaves smell like vinegar? If it's been fermented, it might have a tang, but vinegar, not really.
I remember smelling a tea thinking it smelled like when you open a cornichon.
Okay. Yeah, it can happen, usually with more fermented aged teas, I would say. But it's usually offset with a kind of sweet note, so hopefully it's that kind of, good balance, and it's not just pure vinegar. That would be a bit weird. Do I have extra bamboo tops for the Guru? You know a method to waterproof them. Matt. We have tried every single method under the sun. If you've got some special trick to waterproof the bamboo tops, that would be amazing. However, I think we've only got about 20 left or something, because we've been using them for decoration in
really
our
cool.
tea house.
That's good.
Yeah. Let's see. I've seen tea tasters that brew all teas for 5 minutes to compare. Okay, so yes, that's a very common thing. Brew it really hard, brew it really strong. What the purpose is of that is to really extract every single flavor compound, and when you're tasting it, you're sipping it. You're usually sipping it and spitting it. So you're just coating your mouth with all of the aromas, and you're spitting it out, so because it's going to be very acrid and very, very strong. And if you're very skilled, then you can pick up all the good points and the bad points of a tea. It is usually something that's done when you're assessing teas, is brew it extra strong so you can find out all the flaws in a tea. That is something that is definitely true.
Oh yeah, in Taiwan they did that a lot. I was like, ooh, that's hardcore.
Yeah, it happens a lot in Taiwan. It happened in Japan a lot.
Yeah, true.
And it tends to happen with really, really hardcore tea farmers and tea drinkers that also have built up a tolerance to very, very strongly brewed tea. Oh my God, the chili. I ate the chili. I completely forgot about the chili.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Still really nice, but I'm going to put a cashew nut in my mouth. Okay, so.
Should we do a wheel?
We should do a wheel.
Yay.
So guys.
Okay.
Stop with the questions. We're going to now do another spin the wheel.
Oh yeah, we do questions first.
Questions first, and then we're going to do the really awkward, silly thing that we do, which is giving you the phone and you trying to work it all out.
No, I'm sorry guys, this isn't a bit...
The screen on the camera goes off when it's streaming, which is really, really annoying. Okay, so question time. Okay, are you ready? Oh, I'm feeling something here.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling something. I don't know if it's Mars tea, if it's these guys. Maybe it's a mixture, maybe it's chili, maybe it's everything. Maybe it's you guys.
She's certainly talking a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nonsense.
Okay, ready? This one's an easy one, guys, so get ready. This one's an easy one.
That is an easy one.
Okay.
Get it. Yeah.
Here we go. First one to get it right gets 2 spins of the wheel. Which type of tea is silver needle? Which type of tea is silver needle? So the type as in the type. You don't have to be very specific. Which type, I mean, you have to be specific, but you don't have to go into great detail. Which type of tea is Silver Needle? First one to get it right is going to
spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Martin Hughes.
There
Martin
we go.
Hughes.
Martin.
Super fast, Martin Hughes.
Alrighty.
Sorry, guys. We'll do some more. Anyway, so the lag is hysterical. Okay, do you want to go around and try not to push any buttons, otherwise it will turn that screen off.
Thing. Okay.
Okay, so let me see what you're seeing.
Okay, so first I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna do this.
Here,
Oh, there you go.
and then I'm gonna go close.
Martin, you feel guilty? Do you want to not spin the wheel? You want to give it to someone else? Yeah, because you did win something before, so you know. Can you focus, son?
Focusing. Focused.
Yeah?
Your head's a bit in the way.
Yeah, alright, I know. I'm moving out of the way. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Martin Hughes. What you getting, Martin?
What's the kitty? What do you want to get? That's the question.
Oh no. Oh, a blossoming jewel.
Oh my
A blossoming jewel. It's so funny how we both go, oh!
It's like, damn.
Blossoming jewel. Okay, you get another spin. I'm going to start it somewhere else. Alright?
Very good.
Here we go.
I wanted to spin.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Cancel. Celine spinning.
Yes! Okay, wait, can I do it this way?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, try. Yeah, that works.
I hope it's a good one for you. Oh.
Jasmine Jade. Jasmine Jade, that's nice. Jasmine
That's
Jade.
alright.
Okay, so Jasmine Jade and Blossoming Jewels for Martin Hughes.
Hughes.
Are you good? Can you see? Do you want to hear? You can see that?
Thank you very much, actually, yeah.
How are you guys doing out there? All good? Let me know how you are. It's a weird thing, you know, when we're doing these live things. It's really, really strange because it's just silence in here. And we're just kind of like talking. I swear our neighbours must think we are going mental, you know?
Yeah, probably.
How's your January been? Start of the new year? Any resolutions? Do you believe in resolutions? Or do you just get on with it?
Okay, I think that's alright.
I've been trying to sort out some things, change the way that I work. I've been trying out this time blocking thing. Anybody out there does time blocking? It's kind of interesting. You spend about half an hour at the beginning of every day just basically blocking out your day and trying as best you can to stick to those time blocks. Leave some gaps in between for the unexpected things. So, you know, it's an interesting thing. I'm trying it out. It seems to be working. I seem to be getting more done. A lot of people use that Pomodoro technique.
Pomodoro?
Yeah, Pomodoro technique is like
What do you mean?
It's a technique where like you give 20 minutes to everything, 25 minutes or something, then you have a break. It's very kind of specific, but you know.
I kind of want to try that just to see how far I
I'm
go.
trying it out, seeing what we
I
can
take
come up
so
with.
long to doing one thing, like it would just, I don't know,
It's
20 minutes
It's
ago.
quite good though, because you're looking at your calendar and you're like, right, I've got an hour and a half to focus on this.
Yeah.
And you just try to block out everything else.
Ah.
It's quite good.
Well-
Martin Hughes wants to give his teas away.
Aw, Martin.
Martin. That's very kind, but how do we pick? All right, Martin, you pick then. You pick somebody, yeah? And then you write to us on YouTube with who you pick and we will contact them if you would like to do that.
Maybe roll
There you
a
go.
dice.
Pressure's
It's too
back on
hard.
you. Okay.
Hard.
All right, so are we done with this session?
Oh yes, we've got one more tea. I'm excited.
We've got more tea to taste, even though it feels a bit sacrilegious to
Just
having a breath.
breathe in.
She's doing the Wim Hof. Have you heard of the Wim Hof?
You guys need to hear about the Wim Hof. This guy is teaching me a lot. It's good. It's very good. I feel very good.
If you don't know Wim Hof, the guy is a bit of a lunatic. No, that's wrong. I take that back.
Take
The
it
guy
back.
is amazing and crazy and cool. right? Not a lunatic. That sounds really derogatory. I take that back. He's kind of like interesting. He's developed this breathing technique and also this technique for exposing himself to the cold in order to tap into his autonomic system. His autonomic system. The autonomic system, for those of you who don't know, is basically the system that regulates things like, you know, your heart rate, blood pressure, etc., which is generally considered to be something that's out of your conscious control. However, Wim Hof and the people that he teaches believes that if you use this breathing technique and you train yourself and you submit yourself to cold and you accept the cold, have cold showers, that you can tap into your autonomic system, I think through the kind of brainstem area, and you can control your some of the functions that are normally controlled with autonomic. And he's proven, it's interesting because he has proven a lot of it in terms of controlling his immune system. He's been able to control his reaction to endotoxins. So people have been injected with endotoxins. It's a very standard test for your immune system. Nothing harmful about the endotoxins, but your immune system normally freaks out. And it freaks out for normally 5-6 hours before it realizes that it's okay, there's nothing to worry about. But Wim Hof and the people he's teaching, you can inject him with these endotoxins and he can tell his immune system, no, don't worry, it's cool. Chill out, nothing wrong. And he's done lots of tests. He's swum under frozen lakes, he's hung off. He climbed up nearly to the top of Mount Everest just wearing shorts.
I mean, it's like...
That will definitely...
Yeah, but I think, like, to me, it kind of makes sense that you can somehow control your body if you know how to do it. Like, I think
so we've been doing these breathing exercises, and it is really interesting how you feel afterwards.
Yeah.
Super
tingly.
Super tingly,
hot.
super high. It's really, really interesting. And we've been trying to do the cold showers.
Oh my god, that's hard.
That's hard. Well, I made the mistake of thinking that I need to put my whole face in, and it literally gave me like the worst brain freeze. I was in the shower going, so I wouldn't advise that. Just like shower with your body first, and then obviously once you get into it, maybe you can start to introduce your head.
Slowly get in there.
The guy is pretty crazy, and he's a funny guy. If you've not seen it, go check out some of his interviews. You know what, the world needs carismatic people like that. They're just gonna put themselves out there and just say things. And it's interesting because he is working with lots of universities and testing his theories. Kind of funny guy.
He's kind of doing it on a scientific level, which I think is quite cool as well. The tests that he does.
He's definitely not going down the kind of excuses route of, I don't want this to be tested. He's definitely wanting it to be tested.
Have some tea.
So check it out. I don't know. I'm not advocating his method. I haven't tested it enough, but
just a personal.
It's interesting because you can hold your breath when you do it. Yeah,
you can hold for a long time.
It's amazing.
I've held the longest, I think, ever with that.
Well, definitely. I held for 3 minutes 45 seconds.
Yeah, you did longer than me.
Which is for me is like normally a minute, and I'm like, ooh, 3 minutes 45 seconds. So you're going to do a bit of Wim Hof now. We spend the next 5 minutes just doing breathing exercises. Everyone just tunes out. Gone. From 300 odds to 0 in a second. All right, so Wim Hof, anyway. That was a weird aside. Let's move on to our last, but by no means least, in terms of how much excitement I have for this tea.
True, man. Can't wait.
This tea, we bring more?
Well, I kind of started it, but I just put it in there and then,
exactly. Standard.
It's alright, innit?
Standard Saturday night, innit?
Yeah.
Standard Saturday night. Just like lots of tea everywhere. Okay, so the next tea that we're going to taste.
Okay, I'll do white, you go down here
is
for now.
An aged white tea. Oops.
God.
Oh no.
I'm so excited. What?
Oh no. Oh, we're back.
What?
My phone just said connection lost. And I thought it had all gone to shizzle. Here we go. This has been given to us. This is the sample. This has been given to us
Yeah, I'll help you.
by a proper tea head out there who I've tried some of her teas already, and I know that she has excellent taste. Okay, this is an aged white tea. It's a 2009 Bai Mudan. Before everyone asks, this is not going to be Jade Star 3 because
Yeah, instant.
that's all we've got.
Yeah.
That would make very small cakes. We could do tiny little cakes.
My 1.5 grams.
Yeah, that is smelling incredible.
What does it smell like?
Well, warm up a guy one. We'll use that pot. That's fine. This smells incredible. And as I said, I know this woman has some immaculate taste.
She does.
I'm going to move all this out of the way. She kindly gave us some of her very prized possession of this. 2009 aged Bai Mudan. Smells like it's been aged airless and has been then oxidized, left out in the air. Amazing smell. Wow, I wish you guys could smell this tea. I have a feeling that this is going to get us properly wasted.
Yeah, I'm already feeling.
Yeah, but this is going to take us. Oh, Mishkin's looking at us.
Oh.
Mishkin is staring at us. You know when cats stare at a door, he's got a cat flap, there's no problem, he knows how to use it, but I'm going to stand here, look at you and see if my power, my feline power can make you open up the door. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, Mishkin. You can look away now. No, it's not going to happen. Anyway.
That smells crazy.
Let's put it in the warm pot and then have a little sniff.
Okay, that sounds good.
Sniff start.
Should I put the whole thing?
Yeah. Well, there's no point. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Show the camera that. It's a real Bai Mudan here. It's got... maybe open the lid so they can see inside.
Sorry.
It's steamy.
Steamy in the cup.
Hold on. Move it around a bit. So, aged Bai Mudan, it's kind of breaking apart a little bit because of its age, but you can see a lot of buds, very fine picking, very, very nice.
Very, very nice.
What does it smell like?
I don't know yet.
Sarah, he's not going to wear us down because we're live. Normally he would. Normally,
Yeah,
normally he would.
Oh my god, that does smell like an aged white, but like, I don't know, I haven't smelled something like this before. Okay, you smell it. You're good with tasting notes.
No, come on, give us your tasting note. So, for those of you who want to know about Jade Star 3, since you're all, be quiet everyone. Only the people who are watching live get this information, even though this is going to be shown. Jade Star 3, we have found a Jade Star 3. We have found it. I have to say, it is again, I'm sorry, but it is again a tiny batch. We're working on it. We're working on making sure that we get the artwork together for the press cakes.
Oh yeah, Jade Star 3. Sorry, I wasn't trying to.
It's
yum.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like. Oh, should I say not too much?
No, don't say too much. Let's wait until.
Okay.
We're ready.
It's got quite a few notes to it. I'm gonna say it does have the vanilla notes of a white tea, but then there's like a lilac smell to it.
Lilac?
Yeah. Is it lilac? Is it lilac?
Hold on, just breathing. Just breathing.
Oh my goodness. It's quite a complex smell. That's why I'm finding it very hard
really
to
complex.
pinpoint.
Oh, you dropped a few.
What do you mean?
There's a few there. Oh wow, the smell. Okay.
You know, it's like.
Okay, I do get your very I don't think it's lilacs. I think it's violets. Is that?
Yeah, I think it's more violet.
Palm violet sweets.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. He's so good.
Palm violet sweets.
So I was thinking.
It's still got that tang. It's got that lovely, raspy, nutty.
Yeah.
Like woody, but more nutty woody note to it. Oh,
And it's got a bit of dried apricotness to it.
yeah.
And
It's definitely got the tang of a dried apricot.
Yeah.
Adam, Adam just wrote, "Shut up and take my money." Listen, like, you know, I tell it like it is. I hope that's that you guys know that. I wish we had a bigger batch. I really wish we had a bigger batch. I was really disappointed when I found out how little there was, but you know.
True.
There is definitely marzipan in there as well.
Ah,
a lot of marzipan.
Very good.
really nice. Wow, that smells incredible.
Sorry, guys.
So we can hit it with 95 degree water.
95, yes.
The kettle is warming up. It's a Bonavita. If you haven't seen our Bonavita review, then you wouldn't know that this kettle takes a little while to heat up.
Yeah, I messed up on that. Sorry, guys. That's not
So you need to
very
fill.
helpful. I need to feel. The putting on the spot thing never works for me. I'm just like, blank.
All right, let's see what people are saying out there. I will never in my life be able to tell lilac from violets. You know what? I know what you mean. And actually,
it's a hard one, isn't it?
actually, I don't know. It's just weird memories that you have. Probably if I smelt a violet, I'm not sure if I would agree with myself. I don't know. But like for me, like I it's more those sweets, those Parma violet sweets. They have this kind of, and it's in a few different teas.
True.
You know, it's kind of got this very clear, like a bell, kind of clean, sweet.
Yeah.
Very kind of quite simple, clean, sweet notes to it.
And just that slight fragrance of violet flowers.
Yeah. So Jade Star 3, we are planning, by the way, to limit the number that people can buy because there were people that were hoarding, and that's cool. Yeah. I get it, but you know, it's a bit unfair for everyone else.
True.
I don't know how we're going to do that logistically on the website. No idea. So it might be just manually. We're going to have to tell people no, we can't have that many. But you know. Ember cord, have we heard of White Monkey? Yes, we used to stock White Monkey. We haven't found it recently. Yeah. And a good one. So, anyway, we are brewing a 2009, so 8 years old, aged Baimudan from
I'm not rinsing
Fujian.
It, right? Should I go straight out?
Okay, go straight out. I know why you don't want to waste any drop of this, do you?
You know.
It looks really fine.
We've only got that much.
And you know what I really find is with aged whites, you do want a little bit of broken leaf. The broken leaf, especially broken large leaf, contributes to the nuttiness of the tea. That's my experience. Sometimes when I get an aged white, I'll give it crush it a little bit. I know that sounds really crazy, but just to kind of accentuate the nuttiness. Just a little bit. Anyway, we'll do a video about Jade Star 3, obviously, when it comes in. It's not going to be for a while. She's got to do the artwork.
I'm on it, guys.
Do a little cut.
This is like full of white hairs right now.
Okay, can you show the camera?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys are going to see it, but when it was brewing...
Go as close as possible. Okay.
You can see my face through.
Yeah, it is cloudy. It's definitely got a lot of hairs going on in there. Okay, let's have a taste of this. I've been dying to taste this tea.
Let's check this out.
Thank you. Cheers, everybody,
Cheers,
to whatever
guys.
you're drinking. I raise a glass to everybody joining us live or watching on repeat.
All over the world.
Bam! That's what I wanted. Wow.
Super sweet.
Sweet, smooth, nutty. It's just opening.
That's yum.
Oh, guys, I really, really wish I could be like pouring for everybody here in this weird virtual tea session. Really, really, you guys.
Oh, it's delicious.
Man.
Oh, it's delicious.
That is super smooth as well.
I wish I had more of this tea. I feel like this one is gonna get us proper tea drunk.
This is gonna
I feel like this is gonna be like Jade Star 1, which just like was hitting me quite hard.
Oh my gosh.
This is
that is something special.
This is yum.
So you know, this is the really frustrating thing. Whenever we find teas like this, which are really like, basically we don't have any. It's just a small sample. It's really annoying because we really want to buy it, but there's no way. There's nothing that we can do.
It's kind of like oily as well at the top.
Yeah, it's got definite. It's a really interesting mouth feel. It's kind of a combination of oily and then a bit tingly.
Tingly and very pure tasting, but like lots of flavor in it going on.
Tons of flavor for the first infusion. Really nice. Amazing.
Rinse it.
Yeah, glad you didn't rinse it. Okay, guys, we are going to keep drinking this tea, and maybe we should answer some more questions from you. Questions. First, we'll do some Instagram ones, and then you guys can ask us some questions.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do here. We've got 324 people watching. Bam! You guys are kicking ass out there.
I love that. Stop!
Stop
it looks so good.
All right, so some questions.
I know. I wish we could share with you. Poor cups.
Okay, let's see. Done that one. How do you find your favorite brewing parameters? Do you try different things side by side, and do you just try everything, or can you tell what needs changing? Good question by Sander MC.
That is a great question.
Yeah. What I usually do with tea is I first hit it really hard with boiling water and just do the standard tasting thing, which is just get to know it. You know, just get to know it. If I try to fine tune into the brewing parameter too quickly, then I'm gonna lose, you know, it's like just pointing at, you know, in the middle of nowhere on a map. Right. You need to figure out what your dimensions are. You need to find out what you want to try and avoid. You know what flavors you want to accentuate. So brewing hot is usually what we do.
True. Very true.
And then it's usually instinct. You kind of look at it, you look at the leaf, and you try stuff out. So for example, Diamond Peak. Yeah. Do you remember how many goes I had at that?
I was quite amazed because you were like brewing it, tasting it, kind of thinking about it, and you just kept going. Like you were just experimenting after experiment.
Yeah, it was.
And when you gave me the last bit of the experiment, and we tried like short, was it higher temp and then?
No, it was lower and longer.
Lower and then longer.
Yeah.
The two. Oh my gosh, you could really taste the difference.
Yeah,
it's really interesting.
It is amazing what small changes to parameters does for your tea. Yeah. And Diamond Peak took a long time for me to, I went through a fair amount of Diamond Peak to get that one. But it's not normally like that. Normally, you know, you can kind of figure it out through experience and the look.
But it's your preference as well. Like some people will prefer it, you know, lighter.
Yeah, we always say it's a starting point. What we give is a starting point. Try it, and then you can, you know, play around. Definitely.
Can you drink some tea? Because I'm gonna get really too drunk, and then, you know, it's not.
Okay, what's your opinion on Tianqi tea? Oh, the Bumie. A tea seller recently told me that it's Chinese medicine that's only really meant for tired elderly folk. So Tianqi tea is a sort of ginseng. It's a pseudo ginseng. So it's going to have a tonifying effect. It's usually good for blood circulation, usually good for stimulating wound healing, injuries, etc. I think contraindications, though, are anything that might be people who need to make sure that they don't bleed. So I wouldn't take it if I was pregnant, which I'm not. I wouldn't take it if you're pregnant. Obviously speak to doctors, or if you're on blood thinners, I probably wouldn't advise taking it, or again, I would consult with my doctors about it. Unfortunately, most doctors wouldn't know much about it, so they'll probably just say don't take it, but it's better to be safe, I would say, on that. But in general, it's a relatively widely consumed tonic out there, and good for kind of healing joints and wounds. Let's see. Will we be selling ginseng oolong in the future? We already do. It's called River High. Is it possible to get extra space for my tasting notes on the Mei Leaf site? Yeah, we'll add it to our list of things to do on the. So you want to pair, okay, for tasting notes for pairing food, that's a good one.
That's a good
We'll
one.
see if we can add that to our list of things to do. Does altitude have an effect on steeping tea? Yes, it does. Water boils at a lower temperature, higher up, so you can't brew some teas as well, which is why a lot of high altitude teas, you just really boil it for a long time in order to try to get the most out of it. All right, some questions from you guys, and then we're going to do some more giveaways. I think we'll do a couple in a row. So,
with Tea Taster, thanks for joining. Have a good night.
Raquel, can we get a tea journey video from Celine?
What do you mean?
She wants you to explain how you got into tea, solo to camera, without me. I have a weekend off.
My god, I'm gonna be so self-conscious.
That would be a great thing. I think we should definitely do that, Raquel.
It's a pretty short story, but I can do it.
It's not that short.
I can say it.
How much of the market is in the US? I would say almost 50%. I would say of our market is the US. The US accounts probably for our biggest market, actually.
Any tea Celine likes but Don dislikes, or the other way around?
Any tea that you like but I dislike.
That's interesting.
I know one.
Which one?
Well, it's not that I dislike it,
Yeah.
but you like it a lot stronger than I do.
Which one?
Amateur Zero.
Oh yeah, it's true.
She likes to brew her Amateur Zero really strong, and every time she gives it to me, I'm like, oh!
It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't mind the kind of licorice sweetness that it has in it, even though I don't like licorice sweets.
Yeah, see, I like licorice to a point, but too much of it, and it's just, I don't know, it's not my thing, so I try to brew it a little bit lighter. Right, shout outs, Temple Goddess, Adriana, Raquel, Maya, Vegan Teahead, Larusa, Sanda, Nina, Landmater, Antonio, Christian, I'm a Phantom, Anna, Elliot, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for sticking with us. We are approaching the 2-hour mark, which means we've got to do some giveaways, and we are gonna keep drinking this tea, and we're gonna start to wrap things up, I guess.
Yeah.
2 hours is pretty good for you guys out there.
Thank you guys for staying around, drinking tea with us.
And then we've got some giveaways, so stick around. Oh, we want to check out that Twitter poll, actually. How do I do that? Let's see. How do I do that? I don't know.
Oh my god.
All right, so the currently in first place is Pu'er tea. Pu'er tea, you would like us to do a tea trip video on Pu'er tea. In second place, marginally, is black tea. Then Heicha, or also a post-fermented tea. And finally, in fourth place is green tea. You've got 35 minutes left to get your vote in. We are taking this seriously. We are planning our tea trip. So if you guys really want a particular tea type to be really explored in depth in our tea trip videos, then you need to just quickly head over to Twitter and vote in the poll. 35 minutes left for that. You want a 24-hour tea stream? We'd have to take it in shifts. Nerd from Denmark, we'd have to take it in shifts. All right, so we're gonna switch back to this. Okay, so let's do another giveaway. I think we should do a few in a row here.
Love that.
So, right, I know that you've got lag on this, guys. We're just testing this out. If you prefer to do the spin method, we can do that maybe next time. We can't switch it up now. It's I don't know if there's different lags in different countries.
That's the thing. That's what I was thinking. So I was like,
It's maybe not fair. Maybe UK gets less of a lag. I don't think that would be true. I don't know. Any internet geeks out there? Is there going to be less lag in different countries? I'm not sure. Anyway, here we go. We are ready to roll on the next question. Get your phones out. Get your keyboard ready. Oh my gosh, this suddenly hit me, this tea.
are you okay? Can you still keep going?
No, you need to take over now.
Oh my god. Get ready for some silence. No, I'm kidding.
The lag is different for so many different reasons,
sorry,
Martin. All right, Martin, you're not allowed on this one. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Lag is not first. Spin, spin, spin. I mean, I could get the spinner out.
You want to do the spinner?
I could do that for the last one if you want.
All right, we can do the spinner if you want to do the spinner.
We could use that as the spinner.
How does that work? Oh, when that
Spin it,
stops?
yeah. Because my little spinner thing is very short. It's like, ding.
All right. Well, that's a weird one.
I know it's a weird one. I don't know.
No, I think
Maybe
you should just do it this way. Come on. Right, so here's the question. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Which country is Dong Ding Oolong traditionally from? Which country is Dong Ding Oolong originally from?
Oh.
I love people like guessing answers. They're just going green, green, So which country is Dong Ding Oolong originally, traditionally from?
People like my idea.
Kelvin! Kelvin in the house.
Kelvin, woo!
Kelvin in the house. See, the lag is not that different because they all come at the same time from all over. So I'm pretty convinced that the lag is pretty much the same. Kelvin, because they all just hit.
That's
boom, boom,
true.
boom, boom.
That's
Kelvin
true.
Woo, it's your turn for spin the wheel.
How fast you can write.
Are you going to do this?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sorry about that. And then we'll do one more question. Or we'll do two more questions back to back so that people can all get a chance to do it.
Suzzies.
Here we go. So this is for Kelvin.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Okay. And it's going.
I'm guessing Kelvin is going to want a pu'er tea.
And oh my god!
I told you we should never have put Gleaming Brow on there.
You did.
Oh my gosh, Gleaming Brow. Kelvin, well done.
That is.
You're going to get one more spin because that's fair. But if it lands on Gleaming Brow, then I'm giving up right now. I'm just switching off. That's the end. Don't you dare, don't you dare.
That is so funny.
Green Coil, Kelvin.
Okay.
Gleaming
Let me write
Brow
this
and
down.
Gleam Coil. Oh my
Kelvin.
gosh, I cannot believe you. Calvin! Alright, we're going to do one more. I'm not going to change the camera.
Alright.
So we're going to do one more. Yeah, I think that is pretty much our stock of Gleaming Brow.
Yeah, I think
done.
that's done.
So, last question for you guys out there. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, all right, here we go. Last question. Which part of London is the Mei Leaf Tea House? In which part of London is the Mei Leaf Tea House? We say it at the end of every one of our videos. If you remember, if you're ever in London, then come visit us in... Which part of London are we based? Martin can't do it, sorry. We got to pick it like that. Yorgi was the first one. Yorgi in Georgia. Out there in Georgia. Martin, man, your lag is definitely less than everyone else's. Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, Yorgi, it's Celine doing it. Please don't do Gleaming Brow. If you do Gleaming Brow, I'm going to be in trouble.
I love spinning the wheel.
Here we go, Yorgi. Oh, I nearly had a heart attack.
Oh my
Lost road, lost
God.
road. One more spin.
Lost row.
Lost road.
Hiya! This is stressful.
Lost road and Alishan
Oh,
cream. Lost Road and
Alishan
Alishan cream. Okay, put
Very
the camera
nice.
back, please.
Yes, sure. Can you write it down?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Yorgi, Lost Robe, Alishan cream, you're gonna get those. Okay guys, all right, I know that you're all complaining about the lag, all right? We will, next time we'll do the spinner method. We thought that the lag would be pretty similar for everybody. I don't think it's too bad actually, because on the chat room, it all comes up at the same time. Everything comes up at the same time. So, Anyway, there you go. We've given away some teas. If you stick around, you maybe we'll have time for one more. Let's.
That was exciting.
I cannot believe another gleaming brow
I'm
has just
so
gone
shocked.
out.
We've spinned that wheel so much before this live, and it's never once gone on gleaming brow.
Never landed on
I'm
gleaming
like,
brow. We were like,
"Whoa."
it's never gonna happen, and it did
I think for
twice.
you guys, it's a good year. Come on.
It's good. It's a good sign. No, I'm happy. I'm happy. Despite me wailing, no, it's fine. It's fine. You know, whatever.
Aw, look. You guys are cool.
So yeah, I mean, I can lower the quality of the video and have less lag. If you want me to do that, I can do that. All right, so here we go. We are getting the sweats, definitely. Getting an interesting. What's interesting with aged white teas is what I normally find is you get this really kind of cooling.
Sweaty.
Cooling sweat. You get this kind of
sweat.
slightly kind of, you know when you get that slight nervousness or adrenaline, you get those kind of, you know, you just start to feel the tingle and the cooling sweats.
Yeah.
That tends to happen with aged white teas, especially if they're strong.
Yeah,
and
Jade Star 1 gave me that so
strong.
fast. Like I could have, I don't know, about 4 cups of it and I'd feel it instantly. But this is definitely but it's less cooling, I would say, than Jade Star 1. It's more heating for me, I find it.
Really? I have no idea. It's all a blur now to me.
That's a good sign.
Okay, why don't you get your spinner? Because people are complaining that the spinner is the better. We thought the spinner was really lo-fi, but clearly you guys like the lo-fi approach. We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more question. I've got one more question, and this time what's going to happen is when we ask the question, I guess I'm going to give it 20 seconds, then we'll spin the spinner. Do you have a...
Should we do a spinner
and then we'll do the dice thing.
Yeah.
So we'll do the whole as it was before, and you can get the lo-fi T-fi.
My T-fi.
Okay, wow, this is strong. This is strong.
Oh my god, we're not going to sleep tonight. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yorgi, you want us to use the big spoon? I'm concerned about how loud it is, you know? It's just a real clitter-clatter. Clitter-clatter?
Clitter-clatter.
Clicker-clatter.
Clicker-clatter. I'm just going to test it once before we do this.
It's high quality. Super high quality.
I mean...
Well done.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Should we do that one instead?
Okay, all right, we'll do that one. My brain is now fuzzed. Let's do a tasting on this, because people are asking for our tasting notes. It's true, we haven't tasted this.
Done is done. He is done.
I'm getting marzipan. Marzipan and a sweetness. Vanilla marzipan. The tang is not so much there now. It's minerally. It's got a dry, tingly sensation on the back of my throat, actually. Really catching the back of my throat.
Yeah.
Tingly on the sides of the tongue. A little bit of plum wine.
True. I don't
Japanese
feel
plum
like
wine.
the terps of this tea is lingering inside. It's like it's not a lingering taste, but the flavor is quite.
I know what you mean.
Know,
I know what you mean.
It's a good flavor. It just goes quite quick.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's being a bit critical.
I am being a bit critical.
For the person who gave us this tea, it's delicious. We love it. Thank you very, very much.
We love it. 100%. We got more of those.
Yeah, we love it.
love to
But I know what you mean. The length of it is a little bit lacking.
Yeah.
It's a bit clean.
It's clean, yeah.
It's very clean.
Yeah, I like it when it lingers, when the oils just lingers around.
And even when you breathe out through your nose, it's there.
Yeah.
It is there, but it's not as strong as with some of the J Stars that we've had, or some of the but it's still a delicious tea.
It's good.
Slightly milky note to it as well. Definitely strong. Definitely very strong.
Yeah,
I'm going to lift my arms up. It's going to be. Oh no, it's okay. Oh, a little bit.
This shirt is good for when you're sweating.
This is my baggy shirt. I can like air it out. This is what I wear. If you ever seen me on our tea trip videos, I often wear this shirt purely because of the fact that I'm walking around the tea fields and it gets really hot sometimes, and you're just like, oh.
If you go for a dark shirt, forget it.
Yeah.
It's like you can see it.
But also this has got enough air in it, you know?
It's an airy shirt.
It's an airy shirt.
It's an airy
What are we talking about? You know that we're live on YouTube and we're just acting like we're... Can you put the temperature up? Let's hit this with like hotter water.
Okay. Ooh,
Let's
I like
do
this
full
style.
on. I want to see what this tea's got.
What it's got.
So we're going to go out with a bang
Yeah.
on this one.
Oh my god.
Hi, everyone out there. How are you doing? How's it going? We are 2 hours and 10 minutes into our session. We're still above 300 viewers. Amazing. Oh, Puer is kicking ass at the moment.
Yes.
Puer is moving. It's 43%, you guys. 43%.
I'm so happy you did that because I really wanted to go to Yunnan this year. So I'm like, yes.
That's a good one, you know.
But we could do different areas. I mean,
Yeah, we could try different places, but definitely Puer is looking like it's on the cards. Back to Yunnan.
yeah.
If we go to Yunnan, we're going to really try to show you some gushu trees and really get deep into that.
The only thing I'm a bit scared of is that they like to drink.
Yeah, you have to.
It was quite hardcore.
It
was amazing, super fun, but it was quite hardcore.
We're going to have to build up our tolerance to alcohol beforehand.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Although the drunken foods, the next day drunken foods, like the noodles they have, like noodle soups. Oh my god, it's delicious.
Hangover food, big bowls of steaming, chillified noodle soups. That's the best hangover cure, I tell you. It is. It's pretty much a drinking culture out there.
For sure.
The baijiu will come out. All of their moonshine will come out. Usually she gets away with not having to drink too much. It's me who has to drink.
Well, I'm like, hit me, and then they're just like, oh, okay.
I know.
And then I can stop whenever I want. Thank goodness.
They like to test me out to see how much. And for those of you who don't know, the annoying thing is that when they do a shot with you of baijiu, they do it individually. So one person will say, "Oh, I want to do ganbei with you." You say yes, you do it. And then the next person says, "Oh, I want to do ganbei with you." And so you have 10 people who all do one shot and you do 10. And that's not fair.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just not fair.
But then you were cheeky because you started doing it to someone. You were like, okay, fine, let's do it. That was quite hard.
You got to push back. You got to.
Yeah, that was quite fun.
Yeah, exactly. If they're going to get me wasted, I'm going to get them wasted. Are we at 100?
It didn't.
Yeah, it didn't. Okay, so we're still waiting for that. So what other notes are we getting here? Oh, the smell of the empty gong dabe is good. It's really good.
It's very good. It's
I'm going to start to sniff some of these ones.
There's a certain point in a tea tasting where your brain just doesn't want to know what tastiness is. You just want to drink.
Unacceptable.
I know.
Unacceptable.
That's
People
really
are waiting to know.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Shilo, you like the taste of baijiu? The stuff that we've drunk is like paint stripper, I tell you.
Buttery, vanilla-y, slightly like woodsy, flowery.
You're just gonna say everything.
Random notes. Herbie.
Just throw it. One of these has got to
Tastes
hit.
like.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's slightly milky, and it's almost like you've taken milk and apricot jam and you've mixed it together. Hot milk and apricot jam.
Ivor, I want it. No, who is it? Oh, it said Velis.
What?
Velis. I want to see Panda Poo tea tasting. What is
Panda Poo?
Panda Poo.
Panda Poo tea tasting.
Tea tasting. You're thinking about the coffee with the cats, aren't you?
Maybe that is Panda Poo. Whereas smell this, very, very different. Green Coil, really, really strong in.
God, that smell is really good.
But it's also got that asparagus smell. Okay, the
True.
asparagus smell.
True.
So when people
that's a good one.
when
yeah.
people talk about the asparagus smell in green tea, they may well be talking about the green notes, right? The green notes of hexanol, like cut grass, which is in asparagus, in cooked asparagus. But what most people are talking about is dimethyl sulfide. And dimethyl sulfide, what are you looking at me like that for?
I'm just listening.
Dimethyl sulfide is the smell that you get after you've eaten asparagus in your pee.
Ah.
That very particular smell, it sounds really horrible, but it's a very particular smell, and dimethyl sulfide is in tea.
Ah.
And if it's extracted at hot temperatures, which this was, it normally extracts in hot temperatures, then you get this kind of asparagus smell, the same smell that you get when you've eaten asparagus.
Interesting.
I know that sounds to some people a little bit gross, but that is a smell which is in a lot of plants and it's in tea. Interestingly, again, genetically, some people don't process the dimethyl sulfide, don't create the dimethyl sulfide when they're processing, so their pee doesn't smell
Of asparagus.
of asparagus pee. And some people are genetically predisposed not to smell it. So even if you're sharing the bathroom,
He won't know.
you won't
Or
know.
she wouldn't
It's
know.
a weird thing.
That's interesting.
It's a weird thing. Dimethyl sulfide is a weird thing. There's another one called indole, which is another terpene, which is very floral at low concentrations, but you know, you have a bit too much of it and it smells funky. It smells like kind of animal, like it's a real kind of strong animal smell. Anyway,
What do you mean? Like being in a barn?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Poo.
The elephant
Animals.
house.
Oh.
The elephant house.
That's a strong one.
Anyway, there you go.
How long do I brew it for?
Let's hit it hard. No. Let's do it. Okay, so you got the spinner?
Yeah.
Or are we going to do this?
Do it this
Okay,
one.
so we're going to do this. So now we're going to...
Spin, give you time.
We're going to ask the question and spin the wheel.
Yeah.
And when it stops, then we choose... No, when it stops, we pause it and we then dice. Okay.
Yeah. The last 5 or whatever.
All right, here is the question, guys.
What does the dice? What do we do the dice?
We stop it and then we'll choose the last 6 people and then we roll the dice to see who gets it.
Aha.
Okay, here's the question. Ready? What is the Chinese name for Dragonwell green tea? So the pinyin Chinese name for Dragonwell green tea, we call it Imperial green tea. We'll wait for it. Wait for it. And spin.
Okay, I can do it now, don't I?
All right, the answers are coming in. So are you ready? Answers are coming in. Tell me when it stops.
Stopped.
Okay, stopped. Okay, ready?
On Monaco.
So here we go. These are the people.
Okay.
Buka, Tinuki. Oh my, it's Nikolai. Nice one. Oh my, it's Nikolai. Dennis Bergman and Julia Veronesi.
Ooh, right.
Oh, is that? Wait, hold on. Have I read? No, and Larusa 385. So those are the contenders here. Go, roll it. Number 5. Julia Veronesi. I'm sorry, I'm probably massacring your name. Julia Veronesi, you're going to get a couple of spins of the wheel.
Oh my god! Alright, I get it.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh yeah, this
again.
We have to figure this out.
We have to
can't
figure
do
this out. I'm
every
sorry,
time.
guys.
Alright, back to this view. Julia, what are you going to win? Do you want to spin the wheel?
You can do the first
I'll
one.
do the first, you do the second. Did you get gleaming brow or did I get gleaming brow?
You got gleaming brow.
Was it both times me?
Yeah, you
Can you focus, son?
Everyone wants you to spin, really.
Here we go, Julia. This one's for you. I'll get my ugly head out of the way.
Oh, don't say ugly. That's not nice. Why am I looking at the phone when I can look here?
I'm looking at the screen. Oh no.
Oh, that was so close.
Lost robe, another lost robe. Ay. Okay, you
Okay.
spin the next one. Julia, you're getting lost robe. Excellent. Beidou, beautiful, beautiful tea. I love the way it's so lopsided.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. Okay, Julia. Oh no. Oh, diamond peak.
Nice.
Diamond peak. So you're getting
Yeah.
our yellow tea and you're getting lost robe. Nice combos.
Amazing.
Nice combos.
Oh,
Julia,
yeah, it's
that wheel
super
seems weighted. Believe me, if I had weighted the wheel, it would certainly not be landing on gleaming brow.
Yeah.
So often. Oops.
Whoopsies.
Okay, now we've got this super strong white tea
Okay.
make sure that you have enough room.
Alrighty.
Are we all
Is that
good?
straight?
No, but it demonstrates how drunk you are.
Can't tell anymore. Guys.
It's not bad,
Is
but
it?
it's not, whatever. We're like, ooh, no, the other way. Ooh,
Really?
that way, that way.
No,
No, the other way, the other way.
no, it's that way.
Okay, good.
What do you mean?
All right, focus, son.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so
I think you're more tea drunk than me.
quite possibly. All right, guys. So here we are. We're gonna
Here we
have
are.
our last couple of cups of white tea.
Oh, Christian, we all win. We have air, tea, and each other. That is beautiful.
Beautiful, mate.
You are right, mate.
You're right, mate. Wow, nice.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that tea is boom.
Brewing it hard is a good thing.
That is so good, guys.
Sorry, Klaus.
sorry.
Getting seasick. You're like,
No, sorry. Yeah, I can imagine that.
So we bought this wheel thinking, oh, it'll be perfect. And then about an hour before we set up, we put it behind and we were like, uh-oh. And we don't have any controllable zoom here. So we were like, damn.
Damn.
We got a problem here. We've got a
We
big,
wanted
big
to make
problem.
it so it was the bottom so you could see it like when we turned, but there's
That
no
didn't work.
way
That
to
didn't
bring
work.
that at all.
No.
Stick over there, down there.
Yeah. So how are you guys doing out there? Feeling a little bit tea tipsy?
Tea tips.
Saturday night?
Tea.
Sunday morning? Saturday afternoon? Where are you all?
Yeah, what time is it at your place? Let us know.
Yeah, you want a video with a typical British accent? There's lots of accents in Britain.
Yeah, there's some really good ones.
Yeah, exactly.
I love northern accents.
Yeah, but we can't do the
I can't do
northern
it.
accent.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
I come from Liverpool.
Liverpool.
That's all I can do.
Yeah. And finish.
Yeah, Dennis, we need another camera, but that eats into our bandwidth, and then it might even mess up the lag even more. Basically, we need like some super hot internet upload speed or something. Amsterdam, 2323, nice, Katja.
Oh my god.
2323, Vinetta. Oh, it's
2:00
midnight.
morning.
Nice one, Vinetta.
6 in the morning.
Cajun, boom! You're currently winning
You're
on the
the
early
man.
stakes, 625. Kayla,
goodness.
224. Oh, 224 p.m. I was going to say 224 a.m. That would be serious.
Ah, you guys.
Marina in Israel, thank you for joining us. I know it's Shabbat and it's difficult.
Angel Madden, 5:30 p.m. Oh, sorry, I was like, that's fine.
Peta from Hungary, 2323. 3100 on Mars, Federico. Yes.
Yes.
We kind of know what you mean.
Yes,
we
yes.
feel a little bit like we are on Mars.
I'm on
Two.
on the moon.
Ivor in Norway, Lucas in Poland. Man, you guys and girls
Guys
are
and girls.
making our weekend. This is going to be a heavy night.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
We have to keep going with this.
Yeah,
I mean, we can't.
You can't stop.
You know?
We're going to have to boil these leaves. Check these leaves out. They really have
They're
opened up into
beautiful.
something,
Do you want me to bring it?
something spectacular.
So you can see it. It's so pretty.
It's lovely. Now I just want to do northern accent.
It's so lovely.
It's lovely.
So nice.
Delicious. How does it work with the cashew nut?
Good question. Well, I guess it might work since it works with the silver needle. Can I have one?
No.
Oh. Thank you very much.
Nah, it doesn't work. Okay, I'm definitely getting a little bit hyped at the moment.
I like cashews.
So guys, let's take a quick last look at that Twitter poll. There is only 8 minutes left and it looks like a clear winner. Pu'er tea, followed by black tea, followed by HR and poor old green tea.
Aww.
The poor old green tea is left
It's like, nah.
in the lurch at the back of the queue. So it looks like a Yunnan trip for us. That's good. Always happy to have a Yunnan trip.
For sure.
Love it, love it, love
I
it.
would love to go and see black teas as well.
So maybe we
after
try and do
Little
both.
Tomu, I'm
Maybe we
just
try
like,
and do both. We'll try and do a Yunnan trip and
It's gonna be intense though. That's gonna be intense.
I'm not sure which province to do the black tea. We'll figure it out. Maybe Anhui. I don't know. We'll see.
You're moving around. It's like,
I'm really... This has knocked me for 6. A cricket reference.
oh, That's
How
weird.
very British of me.
yeah. You're not even into cricket
No.
very much.
Knocked me for 6. All right, guys. You can tell that this is descending into a spiral of chaos. I think that this is a good opportunity before we do anything really stupid and say something that is going to be
How bad
forever
could it
on
be?
the internet.
True that. Don't.
That we start to wind down as we wind up on this tea. A stunner for sure. All right, guys. So it's 2.5 hours. I think it is time for us to bid you farewell. Enjoy your Saturday night, Saturday day, Sunday morning. If you're watching this on replay, try to join us live.
Yes.
You have a chance of winning.
Gleaming
yes,
brows.
you're going to have to deal with the lag. You're going to have to figure all of that stuff out.
Yeah.
But you may win
may
something
like it.
quite special. And let me just double check here. Yeah, Pu'er is still the winner by far. So yes, we hope that you've enjoyed YouTube, our Mei Leaf sessions. What do you want to do?
I thought you were on like blurry, but I think it's actually my eyes. So never mind.
I think we're in focus. I'm looking down at the camera. We're both super red.
Are we? I don't know. I can't see.
It looks like we're both super duper red. So anyway, we're rambling. Have a great night. Have a great day. Thank you for joining us. We will be back. All things going to plan. We will be back first Saturday of March. First Saturday of March, so you can put a big cross in your diary and hopefully you can join us for that.
Yeah.
Spread the love, share the love. We've got a Discord, we've got Reddit, we've got Instagram. If you want to like post Mei Leaf Session 6 or something like that, you know, let people know who have missed out about us. If you haven't joined us on Instagram, then try. We're going to be doing more stories. Anybody who's on Instagram will see that we're doing much more stories, so you can stay with us a little bit more during our week and keep updated with what's been going on. And yeah, again, big love.
Big love to you
from
guys.
London town to all of you teahead massive. The crew, the posse, the teaheads. You make our world spin, baby.
I love this.
All right, guys. Take it
Thanks,
easy.
guys.
Take care.
Yeah,
Lots
have
of
a
love
great,
from London.
great whatever day, night.
Take it easy, guys.